So, last we left off, you guys had just um, finished your work around Theros. Planes walked over to Ravnica as Jace had told you that they were going to have another council meeting in a short amount of time. You guys all went to the council meeting and kind of heard what's on the agenda next. You guys wanted to stick around after the meeting and speak to your corresponding guild uh, representatives and leaders. Uh, so, yeah, we'll start out there. I'm going to go in order of what I just happen to have written down here. So, um, Zix, I got you first. You said you wanted to go talk to Lazov.
Yes, I'm gonna walk over to Lazov and give him a small nod of respect.
All right. Yeah,
And then punch him in the mouth.
Yes. No.
he's not a man of many words. He gives you a nod back.
I've got a little quid pro quo that I'd be interested in discussing with you. Perhaps something that can solve a couple minor nuisances at the same time.
He just kind of like looks towards you, kind of past you, and he's kind of looking at the other guild members. And what did you have in mind?
Maybe a moment where just the two of us could talk.
He kind of gives you that Snape type of grin, and just kind of like starts to walk off, like expecting you to follow.
I absolutely follow. I'll maintain a respectful distance back.
Okay. So after some time, he leads you over to what you know to be a Demir like hideout within Precinct 1. And he kind of sits down in this chair. It's like this old, it kind of looks like an old shack at first. You walk in and it's kind of got some relatively nice furniture in there, just kind of chilling in this weird space. But he takes a seat in one of the chairs. And so what did you have in mind?
I'll lean my sword against the wall and take a seat on a couch or chair close by. Well, I happen to have, just getting to brass tacks, I happen to have the soul of a planeswalker in my possession. And I've made a promise to that soul that I would return it to mortal life.
Interesting mission.
It's, I see it more as an opportunity.
Oh, that's why you were a Demir agent. Always an opportunity.
I need a body to put the soul in. Figure maybe we can clean up some minor nuisance Demir's having at the moment to procure one. And then I would give him unto you, into your care. I have only made an oath to bring him back. What happens to after that is up to fate or you, if you so choose.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
You can have advantage.
For the advantage, I'll include that he was a pirate on another world. Quite powerful. May need to be reined in a little bit, but I'm sure you can control it if you need to. You said persuasion check?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good at that. Pally power. There we go.
All right. He says, well, finding a body won't be too hard to do. Do you need him alive or do you need him dead?
Well, I need him without a soul, preferably the body alive. I have a plan on how to accomplish that. So really, I just need a suitable candidate, somebody not worth much, not very strong, perhaps somebody that has failed something or not met an expectation.
Says, okay, I'll get you your body. I do have one condition though.
What's that?
I get to sit him down and have a little chat and get some information from him.
Before we remove the soul.
Once the soul is in the new body, I'd like to ask this pirate from another world a few questions.
Oh, at that point, he's all yours. Ask away. Keep him. Let him go. It's your. It's up to your pleasure. My oath ends at the soul within the body and him being in the arms of the immortal coil, if you will.
Well, I like that deal. Meet me at the safe house just after sundown, and I'll see if I can get one by then.
Very well. I appreciate you.
He kind of nods as he walks out the door. He puts his hood up, and you see this crowd of people walking back and forth in the street as he heads out. And then in an instant, he just seems to vanish.
He does the whole passing bus thing. That asshole. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah. So what do you do in the meantime, Run or Zix, as you're uh
I didn't make any surprise of me walking off with Lazov, so kind of watching him disappear in the coolest way possible. I'm going to make use of the safe house. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and just get in like some rest a little bit before the meetup time.
okay. All right.
Um,
Next up I have Avril. You said you wanted to go chat with Domri.
Yes, I would like to chat with Domri, and then I would like to chat with Chase.
All right. Who are you going to first?
I would
Domri?
also like. Well, I'm gonna catch Domri before he leaves because I know that he is not planning on hanging around for long.
Fair. Okay.
So I
Uh,
would just trot up to him before he rolls out.
yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
boy.
he kind of like grunts as he turns around. He has like a little stick in his mouth, and he throws it on the ground. He's like, "Oh, that was as boring as ever."
Well, it's to be expected. A bunch of old people talking about old things. I'm glad to
Nope.
see you here, though.
Uh, yeah. Nice to see you too, I guess.
I see that you've decided to aid in the collaborative efforts. Glad to see that.
While it's useful to us, Cruel, it helps us figure out who we can, you know, trying to think of the best way to say it. How to align with our goals in the
So you're
group.
still going with the plan of taking over the dead parts of this world?
Well, I'm just trying to get the others to see our way about things, the getting back to our roots and whatnot.
The old ways returning to nature.
Right.
Ah, speaking of which, I found a world that has a lot of open space. Certainly is bound in green and white mana. The amount of nature there is astounding. I had a god even change it to my home plane. It was a rather interesting experience.
It's not like that Selesnya shithole, is it?
Oh, it's got the tree, but none of the dryads. It's amazing.
Mhm. You'll have to
Honestly,
take
if
me there
you're
one
to
day.
be any, it's called Theros. I'll tell them the name of the city and everything, and they'll be like, "You should visit." The god there has granted me access to it and has allowed me to become protector of the city after I complete our mission here fighting Bolos. So I should like to see a visit from you, and maybe potentially if we can find a way to transport gruel that have their minds about them, We may be able to establish a colony there. There is lots of forest there, lots and lots of it, and it is as green as they come. The place there is embedded in the wilds, as far as I can see.
You kind of hear him give out a chuckle as you mention that she's giving you like uh, a place there to call your home. Uh, he's he kind of has this like a childish like arrogance to him, but says, "Well, maybe after this whole bullish shit we gotta do, maybe you and I can go check it out together. What do you say?"
I would most definitely love that. I'm sure that she'll allow you to come in with me. And honestly, it would be good. It would be good for you to meet her. It is um, humbling. I grew up in a land of angels and deities walking amongst us, and I was still never been so awed by a person in my entire life. Person isn't even if I know what I should call them. Truly a god. We've heard of speak of them, and I've heard stories of them, and I'm sure that we've met people that have called themselves such, both of us. But uh, to see the demeanor of an actual god is something to behold.
There is definitely some powerful forces out there. Uh, yeah, I've seen quite a few in my time.
You have. You must tell me how you got to their planes. I've been to one. I would like to go to more. It seems that is now a forefront in my goals. I understand how the mana works on mortal planes for the most part. Here is more of a structured train track like system. Um, Other worlds, it's fractured and seems to be dependent on what area you're in. My world was all based on what maelstrom you were about and what area that you're in, dependent on what natural phenomenons was. There was pure. It was purely green and white mana, and no other, uh, I guess, distractions from it. It was amazing.
You see him kind of look off in the distance for a moment. He's kind of like reminiscing. As well, the ones I've met, you don't find them; they find you when they need you.
Hmm. They don't sound as fun as mine. I met
Perhaps.
another one. He was not as fun as you describe. The god of some underworld in Theros. Uh, we figured out he was omnipotent by talking shit about him while we were sailing. He was mad. It was funny. He was a bitch though. Got out of there unscathed.
Well, I hope you showed him where the real power is here in the gruel.
Oh, he definitely will remember us. We'll leave it at that. Beating him or anything was out of the question. But we did beat everyone he sent after us.
He says, "Well, that's what I like to hear, keeping things in check." Uh,
I threw an undead dragon. That was fun. You should have been there for that one. You would have been impressed.
he looks pretty impressed, but he also has this kind of look of like I don't know what you'd call it, but like that's what he expects, you know.
Yeah, like I understand that. Like the only reason that we have this type of rapport is because I proved how powerful I am early on in our like relationship. And so
Right.
like he's kind of like as his father figure, I'm kind of just like saying all this like really crazy powerful stuff that I've done just to kind of keep like respect from him because like he's planeswalker at like a young age, already a leader of one of the most powerful groups in the entire planes. And now like I'm just like, hey, you made a good decision. Good job. You should keep making good decisions like me. I did all this really cool stuff. And like like, hey, yeah, you should keep trying to live your life like me. That's kind of the whole thing that I'm getting at with him right now is just like to be an example, not just another person who's powerful in his midst.
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
All right. Mm, let's see here.
Yeah, the rule stands up to the frictions.
We'd win. All right, that's funny. We wouldn't win, but still, I'm so tempted to just take my passive. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna regret it because I roll like shit. I knew it. I should have taken my passive.
You rolled it
So-
with his passive.
So you can tell that he's definitely listening to what you're saying. Like he's definitely like interested.
I'm gonna use Kinku Recall. Wait,
Okay.
I was like, I am proficient with insight.
I
Okay.
think that was enough.
All right, now I accept it.
All right, that's better. That actually succeeds what I was looking for. So, yeah, like I said, you can tell he's interested, but you can see that it's coming from a place more of a curiosity rather than like actually taking in your wisdom. Uh, he has this vibe about him where he's listening to what you're saying, but he thinks he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's like I said, he's got that childish arrogance, like he thinks he's seen the world, but he's young. He probably hasn't.
Yeah. So I'm gonna after I say my last story, I'll then like um noticing that he's still like got that because I was obviously a bullheaded child too. Like I fucking moved away and lived out in the middle of the woods at a young age.
Yeah.
So like I mean I was still like a young adult at that point in time, but like I just totally abandoned everybody. I totally get the bullheaded nature, and so I'm gonna uh, transition to like stories from when I was younger, living out on my own, and then like kind of linking that back with like recently losing V-Check and like how that affected me now versus how it affected me when I lost my best friend originally. And be like, I was like, when I was younger, I lost the one friend that I ever had due to my own power. I was too strong and I didn't realize it and ended up killing him with my own hands. That caused me to live how I live now, which has changed recently, but up until a couple years ago, I didn't interact with anyone. I stayed in the middle of the woods. If it was strong, I fought it. I won. And then I ate it, probably. And I did that for years and years, slowly gathering and learning how to use this power that I wield, which I had never understood, but apparently everyone that's with me understands it a lot better than I do. And because of that, now I've been able to actually use this power. And it's been, I would say, a level up. Because I've always been a great boxer, but now I can box you with fucking water and air and pure mana powers. And since then, one of the people that has helped me to master this power was Nichek and his ability to put entities into cards and use those in battle. And I was able to use some of his knowledge and the help of all my friends to do that. And now he has gone off. He's about your age, actually. Has run off to better master his powers. I fully trust him. I know that he'll be back before the final fight is about to come about. But it just reminded me that you think you know a lot, but then you decide to take on a power that you can't control yet. And the only one that can ever get it under control is you. But to ignore all the help that was given to you is a bad move. You should always try to get every asset that you can to use to your advantage, especially if you're trying to do it all on your own.
I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check against his insight check, and let's see if he learns anything out of this.
I'm really happy that I'm very good at persuasion because that was a terrible roll.
A 15. All right. So he kind of thinks about it for a second. Seems to be thinking it over. He says, "Well, what I've learned is you can have friends, and they come in handy, but you can't let them too close because you don't know what they're gonna do in the end."
Then you've never had friends.
Maybe.
Because I could tell you exactly what my friends would do. And that's only because I truly know them.
Says, "Well, that's good, but like I said, keep keep an eye on them. They might not turn out quite as you expect."
Those types of misconceptions come from a problem deeper inside of yourself. Think about that. Because your inability to trust others may stem from the fact that you cannot trust yourself. Do you feel that your power is too great? Is that why you're so worried about trusting others around you? That's what happened with me. I feared that if I were to stay around the people around me, I would end up killing more of them just because I couldn't contain my own fury. Eventually, I became mastered of it, and now I haven't killed an innocent life since then. But anything non-innocent has died by my hands.
He like stands up. He was like kind of slumped in his chair. He kind of stands up and kind of kicks his boots off on the edge of the chair. He's like, "Well, look, I know one thing is that I'm not the one that needs to be afraid of my powers. It's anyone that tries to stand in my way." He's like, "Well, if you don't have anything else, I gotta be getting going. I have some things I need to deal with over in the Gruel."
Are you moving forward with the plan? Making a better place for them all?
Yeah, we've managed to recruit a lot of precinct 2. Uh,
Yeah, he's moving forward with the plan.
yeah, we've moved into precinct 2. We've gathered support for quite a bit of the precinct. We're gonna make our way towards the rubble belt to see who else wants to join our cause.
Wonderful. And the living situations within the group. It's not still as barbaric as it was, is it?
Well, the Gruel, you can do what you want with them, but some things they just don't change. They like their parties and their fights.
I understand, but rules must be made. You are the most powerful group, by far. If they don't listen to you, then who will they listen to? If you're trying to incorporate all these other people who are going to be weaker than your people, then what are you doing? Recruiting slaves? Or are you recruiting allies? You need to put a check on your people. Make sure that they're not mistreating your new recruits. Or what are you embodying now? You're taking over all these people and putting them into terrible circumstances from terrible circumstances. You're supposed to be creating a better world. I expect better from you, Domri.
Says, "Well, no, I'm not taking them over. I'm not putting control over them. I'm offering them freedom. Is my goal."
Freedom has to have limits. As soon as you infringe upon another's freedom, freedom is gone. So if you allow your people to freely, kill them, remember we talked about this. You need to stop the raids and the attacks on your own people and the people that are worse off than you. Then you recruit them, and they become soldiers, and they become part of your nation.
Oh well, I think you've got it a little wrong. I'm not raiding them. I'm I'm talking to them, offering them my services and protection for their freedom. They uh they have their freedom against the corporate overlords of this city.
Okay, so they're not being terrorized from the inside. So basically, you're creating another clan of the protected.
Basically.
Interesting. Well, as long as they maintain that, I don't see a problem with it. Your own inner clan squabbles be handled however you see fit, obviously. But later on, after you do take control of the larger part of this city, you're going to have thousands of people to follow your leadership. And might make right only works for so long.
Well, we'll have to see how far that goes. He kind of like picks up he has this like massive sword. He kind of like puts it on his shoulder and starts to walk off. It's like, we're having a party later if you want to join over in the Burning Tree Clan.
I'll be there.
He kind of gives off a smirk as he like spits on the ground and continues walking off towards the precinct 2.
I kind of chuckle to myself, and then I just like drop off the edge of the lip and walk over to Chase.
All right, yeah, you head over. He kind of looks back. He's like, Avril, how are you doing?
Wonderful. So something very strange happened to me recently, and I have some questions about it. I was in the presence of a god, Calamitra, goddess of the harvest. Do you know anything of her?
I've read a bit. She's, like I said, the goddess of harvest over on Theros. She works really closely with Naya,
Naya. Who's that?
the goddess of the hunt.
Ooh, I like them both so far. She did mention Naya. Well, apparently she has taken me in as one of her own and said that I may live there, and then some strange things with the mana happened. I was filled with green and white mana, and it feels as though that is now my home. Did she truly make that my home?
Well, something about us planeswalkers is we can make a home wherever we'd like to, really. But if you felt a deep connection with this place, then perhaps with the power of the gods, she did make you a new home.
She asked, there was one thing that she would grant me, and I asked her for that. Uh, that was my other question. Should I have asked for something better? But I really want to live there after we're done with all this. The place is wonderful.
Well, that's a tricky subject, I suppose. It's if you earn the favor of a god, it kind of puts you on the spot. So, if that's what you were really wanting at the time, I suppose there isn't a better thing to ask for than that.
Oh, well, that's good. So, do all planes have their own gods and such, or is that like only some? Because I would like to go back to the god planes again. That was a very cool place.
Well, I've been to a lot of planes. They some have your, gods, goddesses, angels. Some angels are the gods. Some, there's other beings out there that are of higher power than other beings, and some, us planeswalkers are the closest thing to a god that they have.
What are some planes that have god planes?
God planes. Well, off the top of my head, you got obviously Theros. Uh, Kaldheim's another.
That's where Una's from.
Yeah, that's they have their gods. In Ravnica or in Innistrad, I suppose you could see the angel Avacyn as a god there in a way.
I think we
Uh,
met They were very keen on us leaving.
Yeah, it's not the friendliest of planes. Let's see. On Alara, angels are kind of somewhat in the realm of gods there. Tarkir, dragons become more of the gods on that plane. Uh,
Do
yeah.
most of the gods have a singular desire? Hers seemed to be just protecting her plane, which is something I can relate to. So it was easy to speak with her. We ran into another god in the underworld of Theros who was very also plain about what he wanted, though it was us to leave and stop stealing his souls. That one didn't go as well.
Well, gods are as complex as us mortals. They have their own wills, desires, flaws.
So it's not
Yeah.
like the Maelstrom, which becomes deities. It's like the Maelstrom is the baby, then it becomes the adult when it actually becomes sentient.
It's a little more complicated than that. With Theros specifically, gods are created out of, for example, if enough people believe that uh, there's a god that controls squirrels, for example, and enough people worship this god and give their offerings to this god, eventually that becomes the god itself, and they are manifested in the plane of Theros. Does that make sense?
So if I were to return home now and become or spread rumor that I am a god of mana, would that eventually give me a house among the gods? Is that how that
Uh,
works?
well, if you're speaking of your home on Theros now, then it could work. You got to have enough people believe it.
Interesting. So it works different on every plane then. Looks like I have more exploring to do.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Um also, there was shit, I gotta look at my notes. There's one other thing I wanted to ask. Shit, I didn't write it down. Oh well. Um, I probably would just want to go seek out. Was it the chick that I never got to have a full conversation with? That's really in touch with mana. I'll ask her for more mana tips and tell her about the new manas that I found. But we don't need to play that out unless something important happens. I just want to inform her of all the different worlds manas that I've interacted with, and if she can teach me more tricks. Because last time I talked to her, I'd never actually directly influenced mana to do something for me, and now I've been
Yeah.
able to do it a few times. So I want to basically catch her up to where my progress is and see if she has more pointers for me. Because it was because of her that I figured out how to do that in the first place.
For sure, yeah. You can find Nissa over in the Ghostfire headquarters. She's tending to the garden there. Yeah, you said sit down and have a discussion with Nissa.
Yeah, I would go. I'd tell her. I would tell my party members that I'm going to a party with the Gruul tonight, and then head out to talk to Nissa before I leave.
Okay. All right. Blackwell, we're over to you next. You said you wanted to check on your scientists and check on Dr. Osborne.
Yeah. Just see how it is it's going right now.
Yeah. Did you have any projects that the scientists were working on? I feel like you left them one or two.
The main project they're working on when I'm not available is the portal tech.
Okay. And that was basically the planar bridge, like
Yeah,
recreation.
When last I was here, they were able to um, teleport non-living things, but if they put anything organic through it, it got fried.
Okay. Yeah, so when you check on them, they're pretty much at the same spot. They're having trouble getting around the whole the organic material situation. They've give you a list of all these things they've tried. It's a pretty extensive list, and for some reason or another, they're just not able to get past that restriction. Essentially,
Okay. Um, I would return the helmet since we don't really need it if Nietzsche's not here. They
okay,
could probably put some use to it around the place or study it or whatever. Um,
yeah,
I would give them the information I've gathered regarding planeswalkers and um, teleportation that I've gathered, especially um, about the gates. Like, I've noticed that whenever we walk using a magical item, we have to use gates that are previously opened by other planeswalkers. We can't create our own. That could be a big ticket to teleporting more organic matter. And then I would propose they try some non-living organic matter.
That would also be a really big ticket to like figuring out how to track planeswalkers. Like, as like that seems to be a huge issue. Like,
yeah. That's
where's this
that's
guy
def-
at? I don't know.
that's definitely useful information. Though the lead the lead researcher, takes his notes down about everything you've told him. They get straight to work trying to put it to use.
All right. Um, I don't have anything else for them to work on right now. Um, and I'll go ahead and tell them that they're free to expand and try other experiments as well in the same field to see if it opens up their um, understanding of the situation. Because
Okay,
that's what the lab's for. It's about learning.
for sure. Yeah, they definitely take the freedom to explore their scientific interests
You learn about
to
five
heart.
other experiments, like right then. They're like, okay, well in that case, like,
Um, Other than that, if everything is it's going fine, then I'll just banish myself, not for the full minute, so I can return just to check on Osborne.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of find yourself. You know where his lab was. It's kind of been abandoned since he's been gone. You were uh, on Kaladesh. It's kind of a breath of fresh air being back there. This is the first time you think you've returned in a
Yeah,
long time. uh,
definitely having the ether in the air was a very different atmosphere compared to the other worlds we've been in.
sure, yeah. You find yourself within his lab. He's inside there. There's been a small place that's been kind of cleaned up, but most of it's still all dusty and shit. But you see him in
Okay.
the corner, and he's like, "God dang, kids! Told him to stay out of here." You hear like some glass break, and he comes up from around a corner, and he like hears something moving in your direction, and he just throws a flask against the wall. You're able to dodge out of the way. He's like, "Who's there? I told you kids to stay out of here."
It's me, you old bat. I was just making sure you made it here safely.
Oh, Alex, what a relief. These kids have vandalized this whole place. Look at it. It's a disaster. And you look around, it's really not that bad. It's just been
It's
abandoned
just,
for a while.
yeah, nobody's been here. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure you'll have it looking like home again in no time, especially if once I find everybody else.
So yeah, I'm excited to get the team back together. There's so much things we can do now.
Um, so here, did I already explain to him um about the mutations?
I think you did kind of passively telling him like that's some of the issue with his eyes.
Okay. Um, I think I'll give him a copy of my notes. My journal entries, so he can look over those in his free time.
Yeah, you tell him about it. You set it down on his little desk there that he's kind of by. Uh, it's kind of like this island in the middle of the room. You set it on there, and he starts looking over it. Yes. Yep. Very interesting. Oh, that's good right there. And he points, and you realize that the notes are upside down, and from his perspective.
I was gonna say you gave the guy that can't see
Well, we
notes.
definitely need to figure out how to fix your eyes.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That would be quite helpful.
I'll tell my brother about your situation and see if he can think of a way to help you out.
Find a
Okay.
high level druid and just reincarnate him.
So I'll be waiting to hear from you again, Alex. Thank you for stopping by.
It's good to see you again. And then just blink back to Ravnica.
All right. Yeah. Where do you head once you go back into Ravnica?
I would check in with Albert, tell him I found one of my old lab mates, and explain that he's gone through a mutation similar to me but very different. Explain what he looks like and how it's affected him physically.
All right. So while you're over talking to Albert, Una, you said you wanted to go chat with the Blood Witch.
I do. Is this the same Blood Witch that I've spoken to before, or is this a different one?
Did
think
I
you've-
recognize the Blood Witch?
Oh, fuck.
Well, so for you, Una, I think you've talked to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
This one you know to be um it starts with an E. Let me look it up.
Yeah, because you never gave me names of Blood Witches that I should know.
Oh,
I
that's
got.
right.
I think I only saw one.
Yeah. So
There was also the one that keeps coming to the meetings, but I don't know if Rakdos sends a different Blood Witch every time, or if it's the same one.
they rotate. So you know that there is three blood witches. There is Isolda. Let me see if I can find their pictures I got on here.
Autocorrect, stop it!
Um, I'll put some pictures in chat of what they look like for
Okay.
you, Una. Uh, this one specifically, her name is Exava. Um, she's the one that's kind of the de facto leader of the three blood witches. Yeah, see what she looks like.
So we didn't make the leader man, right? Like that
No, you
seems
guys
like a
probably
mistake.
saw one of the other ones.
Well, you guys encountered all three of them. You,
And
you,
I
you
think I
other,
was the only one that got seen by all three of them too.
yeah.
We're just like
So
bird person again.
We put haste and invisibility on you, so you managed to get to him without being seen. But then you
Yeah,
grabbed
there's
him,
the
man.
last one. I think I did definitely get seen by, but I still got the thing, and
yes,
also probably death. No.
So that's the one, the first one you encountered, which you recognize, Avril. That is Ixava right there. Lysolda is this one. I don't know
Oh,
if
are
you
you?
actually encountered her.
I don't. Oh yeah, you're posting to her.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh shit! I'm sending them to Darth. Let me. My bad.
I
That's
was just like,
They look
I don't know if you're
they
posting
look
this,
great.
but
They look really good.
a solid, very solid art there.
I was I was about to do a spit take on my iPad.
Okay, let me put this on. This is
Like I'm
Ixava
like
right here.
okay, there we go. Alright.
So the one I fought is the top one, right?
I don't know if you actually encountered her directly.
I was saying the one that saw me that I actually like temporarily threw hands with before making a quick getaway. That's
I
the one
think
I'm worried about because they for sure saw it was me. Like there is no doubt. I am a very distinctive individual. It is very hard to mistake me for someone else.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That one you're talking about, you have not is not here right now,
Okay,
Avril.
cool, cool.
Uh,
Because so far I've successfully not been seen by the one that saw me doing the robbing. Like
yeah. That one's name is Judith. That one is the last one I'm sharing right now. They call her the Scourge Diva, is kind of her nickname.
great, awesome. Love to be hunted and hated by a scourge diva.
Probably Una's favorite.
Oh man, she is fucking fabulous too.
I have too many windows open on my computer, so I have to open this on my phone.
Oh god. And she looks like the worst one to not like me. It looks like she's a problem.
She
Yeah.
looks like somebody Una would definitely want to keep hanging out with. I'll just say that. I think Una would be probably most attached to Judith.
Yeah.
As long as we never meet, that friendship is going to escalate to heights that have never been seen before.
All right.
But if she knows that you're my friend and we meet, we're all going to have problems.
Oh, that yeah, maybe.
I was.
Yeah.
She saw me stealing their book that you are now tasked with finding. She's the one that saw me.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that's problematic. She's really cool looking too. You know it's a problem when they're cool looking.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's all of them there.
Okay. So Ixola, Ixava, and Judith.
And Lysolda.
Oh.
But Ixava's the one here right now.
Okay.
It says at the end of the show, she stands alone on a stage brilliant with blood.
Yep.
Pretty much sums it up, yeah.
She's the best.
That's the one I made mad.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I always make good decisions.
Okay. So when
Best.
so was it Judith I spoke to about the books first, or was it the one that's here?
That would have been
Close, right?
Judith.
Okay. Okay. So I need to have her pass a message to Judith then. So Una's gonna walk up to her and be like, "Hey, guess what? I got info on the books. You're not gonna like it, but I need you to pass it to Judith." And Una will pass the note going, "This needs to go to her ASAP. Because I told her I may know where one book was. Apparently, they're all there in the same place." And on the note, it'll say, all the books were turned over to House Demir.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of the best vibe I can give you for what she puts off is a lot like what's her name in Boulder's Gate? The
Oh,
Gith
God.
Yankee.
I
That
don't
one.
know.
Lizelle.
Lizelle, yeah, she gives
Oh.
you a lot of that vibe to her.
Okay.
I had to
She's-
kill her.
She says, "Good." She's been expecting more information.
Yes, I got it from one of my party members. Unfortunately, that party member is no longer around. He left. So, yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you trust people too close to you. They stab you in the back. She's kind of twirling around a blade as she says that.
Tell me about it. There's a reason I don't trust many. Anyways, so that's all I got on that, but I figured I know I agreed with Judith to help when extraction of the books was necessary, but obviously I got other shit I got to do for everybody else. So, yeah, I won't be able to stick around. Unfortunately, to help. But if Judith needs me, she knows where to find me. Usually at the guild halls, doing whatever, the dorms. And then running around trying to help and save the whole plains like I said I would do. Anyways, that's all I need to talk to you about.
Okay.
And then Una will, yell across the guild hall if she can still see Avril and go, Avril, I need that fucking bear rug!
I feel like I'd probably be, still about halfway through my conversation with Domri at this point in time because we had a pretty long talk.
Yeah.
Then I'd just be like, all right. And then pull out my bear rug and just throw it at her.
Una will just catch the bear rug and go, oof. Okay. Hey, Avril, I'm gonna go have something done to this to fix it like I promised because, you're a dick.
Yes!
And...
Bear rug! Just so happy about his
fix
bear rug.
the bear rug, okay?
I love
Doing
it.
this in front of everybody.
We fucked that rug as a rug, and it should be a rug. Our rug.
Yeah, well, okay, here's the question. Would you prefer it as a rug or would you like it as a cloak?
I would love it as a cloak.
Alright then, shut up! I'm going to go fix your fucking future cloak. I don't know what
Alright,
I thought.
thank you. Ha-ha! Fuck that bear.
So I'm just gonna go find some place to go get the bear rug changed into a cloak for Avril.
Okay. So what I'm gonna have you do is roll an investigation check.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a slightly high roll because there's a lot of the city to be had to explore. But
actually, don't I have a tailor friend already from when I bought the dresses?
you do actually, yeah.
Can I go to them?
You can. So you know that bear rugs are
Notorious because it has direwolf hair sewn into it in various places.
well, it's kind of
half burned and
it's kind of like a leather, so it's kind of like more of a tanner's job. But
Okay.
if you take it there, they could probably get you in touch with the right person.
Alright, that's probably what she'll do then, is go there and try to get in touch with the right people to get this fixed.
You like a
Yeah.
fur-lined
'Cause-
cloak?
Yeah.
Okay, so as
how
you
cool
go
would
in,
Avril look wearing
I'm
a
assuming this
bearskin?
is going to come back way better than Avril assumes it's going to come back. Like, in his head, he's just like, bear head, cloak. And that's all he's thinking about in his head. He's just going to have a bear head on it, and it's going to be a cloak. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to look like a fucking bear. Put my hands in the hands.
Well,
Like-
if Una couldn't get the bearskin rug to get turned into that, she was gonna go try to find a direwolf skin. I'm just telling you.
Like, I kind of want to then find somebody to enchant it to where it lets me transform into a bear, and then
Oh,
still has the
God.
arms in the thing, and then when you put your arms into the holes, it transforms you into a bear.
God, I'm getting you a cloak, dude. Okay, that's all Una's doing, and she's just fulfilling her promise.
Look,
so
we
you
know
won't feel mad at her
crazy
still.
magic people, and Avril doesn't know how magic works. So in his head, he's just like, awesome, I got a cloak. Now, I gotta find someone who can make this cloak turn me into a bear.
God damn it.
Then I'll be a fucking air punching bear. I'm Kung Fu Bear, dude. Kung Fu Bear, though.
You're gonna turn into Kung Fu Panda if you're not careful.
Oh, I mean, if I could turn into a panda, I would.
But yeah, so Una will go there to the tailor shop first and inquire where she could get the bearskin rug turned into a possible cloak.
Okay. So as you head down into 10th Street, where your tailor friend is, I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay, perception I'm a little better at.
If I get this cloak,
She's the
to turn me
goblin
into a
from the
bear-
beginning of the thing.
God damn, I hope God not.
15.
If I get this cloak to turn me into a bear, can I be a panda?
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a panda skinned rug, so I don't think that's how that works.
It's about the magic.
So you do notice something with your 15.
Okay.
There is an exceptional amount of goblins out and about as you're heading down 10th Street. Several of them are in groups. They look like they're doing shady shit. A lot of them, but there is a lot of goblins out and about. But you make your way over to the tailor shop. They put you in touch with a tanner that can help you uh, cut the bear rug down to size. Hopefully, cut a little bit of the makeshift repairs, make them look a little better. But they ask if you'd like any uh, modifications or like once it gets back to the tailor to have them decorated any kind of way.
Actually, if you could kind of also make it look a little, I don't know. No, actually, no. Let's just go with making that thing look like a freaking cloak, so my friend could actually look like a bear. A person, friend, the one who I'm doing this for. Okay, I'm just making a promise. I'm making a promise.
Okay,
just
so it's gonna
fulfilling my
be
promise.
it's gonna be a 25 gold charge to get it to the tanner and through the tailor to get it to be a cloak.
Okay.
The final question they would ask you is if you'd like the head to stay on it or remove it for the cloak.
Oh, you keep that fucking head on it.
Okay.
I will burn things if that head is not on it. In fact, actually, if you could you make the head like a little helmet, kind of thing, like with the jaw, what's left of it, kind of like my friend's a kank. Okay, he's a kanku that I'm doing this for. So if there's a way he could fit like his beak into the mouth and have it stick out while he puts the head on, that would be cool.
It was fucking awesome.
She says, we'll see what we can do.
Okay. And if you have to make it like a little helmet thing, then fine, whatever. But it's got to be a cloak. Also, do you have any direwolf versions of cloaks?
The tailor says that she does not, but she can ask the tanner if they do.
That would be awesome. Let's do that.
Let me see how much those run.
Una's got gold in her pockets to spend right now.
So so a direwolf cloak is gonna run you about 100 gold.
Is there any way Una can haggle this?
I'm gonna say no because this is the tailor. It's not the tanner.
Yeah, no,
they're
that's
gonna
fine.
they're gonna be paying pretty much standard price for it.
Okay, yeah, no, she'll go with it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
So about 125 gold so far is what we're at.
125 gold. Yep.
All right. Una slaps down 150. If you can put a rush on it, that'd be great because I don't know when we're leaving. Probably sometime tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. So 25 extra gold to see if you can get it by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. buy 150 gold.
So she will tell you that there is another option for the direwolf cloak.
Mm-hmm.
It is a magical version called the wolfskin cloak. If you'd
Ooh.
like to go with that instead, it's gonna run you 1,000 gold. But she tells you that while you're wearing it, it does allow you to turn into a wolf, not a dire wolf, but a regular wolf.
Una
That's
likes
so
this.
fucking cool.
Una's like, I'll take that one.
Okay.
That's so fucking cool.
1,000 gold.
It's the thing I want, but with bears. I want to become a panda. Now
Yeah.
I want to be the Kung Fu Panda.
The dire wolf cloak ain't for you. It's for Una.
I know that. I
Una wants
wanna
the
be a
goddamn
panda.
dire wolf cloak. If you get
No,
the cool
but
bear cloak, she wants to look cooler in a dire wolf one.
No,
Okay.
listen. We have a person that makes magic stuff, and he does things I don't understand. He's gonna make me into a panda.
A red panda.
Okay, so if you're going for the wolfskin cloak instead and still leaving the 25 gold bonus, that's going to be 1,050 gold for you.
Okay. 1,050 gold. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Una
Right.
still has 800 gold in her pocket.
All right.
Yeah, by the way, Avril's not getting that direwolf cloak. That is 100% for Una.
Okay, so I'm going to true polymorph Avril into a panda.
Yes.
One of these days.
I am now the Kung Fu Panda. I can still use my mana maneuvers in panda form. It is not a spell. I am a panda of the elements. The true god panda. Oh my god, I want to be a panda so bad.
All right.
I assume Albert would be at the Ghostfire guild or whatever.
Albert, sure.
Okay. If I did find him there, then I would ask him about that dwarf that we met on the first day, so I could talk to him.
All right.
And I'd basically just tell him about the goblin.
Okay. Uh, all right. So yeah, you tell him that you're looking for Dornell Noble Pike, which he tells you works in the Azorius Senate. He's
His name is Dornell Noblepike.
Yep, Dornell Noble Pike.
Dornell. God damn it, Dornell!
Yeah. So, what did you say you wanted with him? Just to talk to him?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell him that that goblin that that we got arrested when we first got here, is not arrested anymore.
Does Nasal Pike have an exceptionally long nose?
Well, it's Noble Pike.
Well, still.
Probably not a nose, but he probably has an exceptional amount of nobility, I would assume.
Oh, yeah. It's a pike-like amount.
That's code for penis.
Okay, so
Man, this guy's a huge noble pike.
Oh, God.
so you said you're asking Albert about this, Blackwell?
I was just asking Albert where he was.
Okay, yeah. So you tell he's probably on patrol with the Azori Senate. I don't think Albert would have too much information other than that. He knows he's in Ghostfire as well, but he hasn't seen him around the guild hall.
That's probably problematic. If he's because the Azorius is the one that let him go, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And it's a different dude running the Azorius now, and he hasn't heard from this guy. We should probably look into that.
Yeah.
If I can't find the dude, I would send that information to Runner.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to find him right now. Unless you search like the whole city, maybe. But I don't know how much time you're gonna
I'm probably just gonna wait for him to come back to the place instead of because everybody's running around town doing stuff right now.
Okay. Yeah, as if you're waiting for him, he probably doesn't show up.
Yeah, I'd say the time stretches on, it gets dark, and I still haven't come home yet. But if you're willing to wait late enough, I'm sure maybe something.
I mean, we're obviously not leaving the plane before.
Where would you
Yeah,
think
I already let
for us to
everybody
meet
know
up?
that I'm headed out to party.
Was that?
So,
Where would we meet up? Like, I think, yeah, I guess I'd let you answer that. Where would you want to meet up with me?
I mean, the typical play. I mean, if I really wanted to, I would cast sending and send you a message to tell you to meet up with me. But I'm not that sussed about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting in the dorms because I don't have anything else to do right now.
That's literally what I was thinking too. I'd probably go to the dorms to meet up with you guys again. So just because
and I
that
already
seems to
told
be
you
our
all
meetup
that I'm
spot.
headed out. So I'm going to the Gruels tonight.
I mean, I wasn't trying to tell you because I don't think you care.
No, I was just letting you guys know too. Like, if
Can I
the
punch
fight
it?
goes out, like, I'm just gonna not be there.
This is
Like,
as long as you don't come back and be like, "Hey, I'm cursed."
well, I don't have any promises.
So I found this face.
Yeah, it's like, but
Yeah,
also, if it's shiny enough, there's a chance.
So I found this animal skin, and it started wrapping itself around me.
And I was like, this is okay.
Kind of looked like a bear, so I just went with it.
Even though Una has
Turns
the,
out,
all the
it didn't
proof.
turn me into a bear. It's just trying to strangle me. Can you help?
I'm just a giant ferret now. I don't know what to do. So okay.
I have none of my combat abilities. I'm just a ferret.
I'm weak as a ferret. It's just all ferret. We should probably let the DM take back over, I think.
Yeah, I feel like he should definitely take back over. We've gone too far.
You're good. I was getting a picture. So
Parrot thing is funny.
as the sun sets on the wonderful city of Ravnica, Zix, you're standing outside of the safe house. No sign of Lazav yet. However, as you're kind of heading out towards the balcony area that kind of overlooks the city, you step out, and you see a guy on the balcony smoking a cigarette. His face is kind of covered by a cloak.
Is this at the meetup place we're supposed to get together, the safe house?
Yeah, this is where Lazav told you to meet him.
Interesting. I still know like the language that Demir kind of uses among themselves.
Yep.
What we had kind of used Undercommon for. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go over and ask him for a light in that language. And I'll I don't have a cigarette or anything. I'm just gonna ask him for a light.
He kind of you see him turn towards you, and kind of his face is kind of dark in the cloak. You see the cigarette like burn at the tip as he throws it on the ground and kind of puts his foot over it, and he responds back in the same language. He says, "You the guy?"
I'm a guy. Were you told to meet a guy here?
Yeah, something like that. Boss got something for you, and he pulls out a bag, uh, and inside of it, he reaches inside and kind of like is struggling for a minute, and you see a body flop onto the ground, and he he's like, he told me to give you this, and he gives you a piece of paper.
Is he still
Uh,
alive?
yeah, he's alive. Had to rough him up a little bit.
Uh, I'm not even gonna wait for the guy to leave. I'm just gonna do it in front of the guy. I'm going to roll the dude over onto his back. I'm going to take my sword with one hand and I'm going to put my hand on the chest of the guy. And I'm going to sink my sword in, like doing enough damage that I bring him to the verge of death and absorb his soul. And while I do that, I am going to cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay. In response to that, the guy is like, "Jesus, guy, you want to know his name first, or what?"
No, it's better if I don't.
All right.
Last person.
Well, don't get too kinky on it. He lights up another cigarette as he jumps off the balcony. He's,
I'll if I feel the sword be absorb the soul, I'll remove the blade.
yeah, you do. You feel this like familiar, like thirst quenching type of feeling come over you.
Nice. I will enjoy that for just this tiniest fraction of a second. And then I'll take the body that holds the soul. I will empty it into the wound.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pinch the wound close and cast first level cure wounds on him to seal up the wound and heal the body.
Okay.
And then I'll step back.
All right. So as you do that and you step back, you look at the body. It's not bleeding or anything anymore. There's a little bit of where you stabbed him, but it's closed up. Uh, nothing happens as you stare at it right now.
I'll check for a pulse, make sure the body's still alive.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Not my greatest skill, but I'm not exactly a surgeon either. So hey,
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
it's very, very faint, but you do detect a pulse.
interesting. Well, I guess we'll give it time to bake.
All right. So what are you gonna do with this guy?
Well, if I've healed the wound and I don't think I'm gonna like kill him by moving him, I'll go ahead and pick him up. I'll take him into a bed inside the. Actually, you know what? I'll put him on like the couch in the safe house, and I'll sit on in a chair across from the couch. And I rested earlier. I'll just wait, either for Lazov to show up or for the body to awaken,
All right.
whichever might happen.
So as you wait, it's a few hours goes by, about 4 hours. No sign of Lazov. But yeah, what do you do while you're waiting? Just kind of staring at it, or
I think I'm probably spending time just feeling out my sword. I really haven't had a moment of just by myself to really, and like a quiet moment where nothing else is going on yet since having it. So I'll set it across my legs. I don't want to close my eyes or anything because I don't want to leave myself vulnerable, but I'm just going to kind of like keep my hand on the blade and just kind of feel it out. Just try to become as familiar with the energies that are inside of it, this weird cacophony of whispering I hear when I'm touching it. Um, if anything, if I can't get any kind of good, insight into the power, I'll at least try to just get comfortable with it from exposure.
Okay. So as you are doing that, you're pretty focused on the sword, uh, connecting with it, going through like a proper attunement, I would say. Um,
Very much so, yeah.
but as you look back up, you realize after about 4 hours, the body's not there anymore.
Well, I don't know how Lazov will feel about that.
You suddenly hear a man on the balcony hear, "What the fuck?"
Oh. Captain Kane, I presume.
You see him turn around. He not standing on a desk, but
Yeah.
you see him turn around. Like, what a trip, man. I don't need to use that name anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to find something that matches your more dapper look now. Nothing like the statue I found.
I'll go with the old
Presume,
one, Davriel.
I'm assuming you understand what's happened to you and the little contingency plan that you made, and I'll kind of show the sword up to him.
He get that thing away from me. I don't exactly know what happened, but the contingency plan I had, yeah.
Fortunately for you, and maybe unfortunately for me, I'm the bearer at the moment. I don't think you're gonna have a problem with it. But promise kept. I will let you know that there's a very powerful man with many connections, who's already been introduced to you. He's the one that procured that body for me. He might be interested in having a conversation with you. If you're interested in having one back, it might be worth your while on a new world where you don't know many people.
Yeah, I'll hang around. You got a name?
For the gentleman or myself?
Both.
You can call me Zix. The man you're going to meet, I'll allow to introduce himself. He's a bit of a man of mystery, you could say, but very worthwhile.
All right. He kind of looks over at the balcony for a second. He's like, "Hey." He holds out his hand. He's like, "Thank you," like as a handshake.
Uh, I think Zix would look at his hand and make eye contact with him, just give him like the slightest nod and just walk off. It's good to know you, Mr. Kane, or Davrio, I should say. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Is Zix doing this at the dorms?
This is at the
No,
safe.
Very
house.
much not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
I wouldn't get away with it at the dorms, I don't think. Man, where were these rolls the other night?
Yeah, there was open murder and body change. Like, there's no way he'd get away with that at the dorms.
No, there's a reason I did not do this with anybody else around.
Okay.
Yes. So he kind
This
of
is a very good decision to not do this around Avril.
gives you like a slight smirk as you walk off with the shake of your head. And he turns around and starts to stare out at the city of Ravnica as you head back.
I am trying to be mysterious, but at the same time, I know better than to take the hand of a man with his particular talents.
That's probably a good idea.
So I will, having learned caution in my years in Ravnica, I will then head back to the dorms.
All right.
I will try to take a route to make sure that nobody follows me as much as possible, kind of cutting back and taking some side, tunnels and such that I knew through my time in Demir.
All right. So after some time, everybody, I think, except for Avril, meets back up at the guild headquarters, unless you're coming back after the party.
I did want to talk to Naya,
Oh, Nissa.
Nissa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So what all are you wanting to talk to her about?
Just about the new experiences with Mana, and see if she has any more pointers. Because, like, what was because of her pointers last time, I was able to, uh, like, fully control Mana and have it just do stuff for me, which was new. Because, like, I've been able to embody its like element.
Mhm.
That had been a thing for me, but I'd never been able to be like, help me swim faster, or help me get to there. And it that's worked a couple of times for me. So I want to figure out if that's something that is unique to me, if she's done that before, and if she has, like, how do we do it better?
Okay. So I think the only thing she'd really be able to tell you that would give you some kind of like useful information to act on, perhaps. She would tell you that sometimes the mana on a plane isn't so direct. Sometimes you got to really listen to what they're trying to say. Sometimes it doesn't really make sense, but
That would be like, is that why some of them talk and then some of them don't?
she would tell you, yeah, they're all different. Each plane has rules, and it's a world of its own every time you planeswalk. So uh, the mana interacts differently depending on you know what the laws of the world are.
I'd be like, oh, that reminds me. You should check out Dominaria. Is there any way to relieve the pressure of the mana? Because I think Dominaria might be about to do what my plane did in Alara, and I think it's about to burst.
She says, well, I've been to Dominaria a few times. It's something that us planeswalkers have created there. their their world is unstable. There's been too many major interactions with that mana. It can't quite contain the power that's been pushed through it.
Well, shouldn't we fix it?
She says, I think we should, but I'm not really sure how to, unfortunately. It's predates even my time.
I tried to draw the mana out of that. It was painful.
It gives you a word of caution on messing with the mana of Dominaria. It's very unstable, and all it takes is one more wrong interaction with the mana, and she doesn't know what will happen, but something bad could definitely happen.
It told me where the problem was, if that helps.
Oh, she did it now. Where is this problem originating from?
I would show her on the map and said it said it was here. That was the
Okay.
problem. Yeah, because it did tell me where the problem was originating from. So I'll just show her where it showed me. Like, this is where my friend said that it was at, and I believe that's where the problem is originating from. And I'll give her all the information that I have on the mana and Dominaria about, like, exactly like how it is the way it is. Because it sounds like they've understood that it's been a problem, but it doesn't sound like she knows why. And I actually, that was one of the places I did actually communicate with the mana on.
Yeah. So she basically, yeah, she understands how it became to be like that in a way, but like, yeah, you're right. She doesn't know how to fix it or what exactly is the problem. or what the problem might entail. Basically, she tells you that like a bunch of old ancient planeswalkers have performed spells way above the capability of the mana. But yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, it was probably here. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know exactly what happened or why, but this is where the mana told me the problem was, and that that's just what I'd give her because that's all that I know, and that's a little bit more than she had, and she's the best at mana that I can think of. I don't know anyone else that can do what I can do other than her. So for me,
Yeah.
she's more powerful than I am. So here's information. Like
She tells you she'll look into it.
I'd be like, thank you. Now it's time to probably go get drunk with some gruel. Then he just walks off.
All right. So as you guys kind of rest up for the night, you guys can go ahead and mark off a long rest on your character sheets.
I would like to also note that Una came back to the dorms extremely drunk. Like Brecken was kind of like holding her hand and dragging her in.
I want to challenge Domri to a boxing match.
I actually, when Una showed up, Blackwell and Zix are probably catching up at that point, and he's passing on his message.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check, Avril.
Nice.
He rolled really high.
Oh, I'm gonna use Kinker Recall.
All right.
I'm gonna do it again.
Too bad Una's not there to get
Nat
bardic
20,
inspiration.
baby. 33.
Dear God.
Damn. He got a 19. So yeah, with a 33, he got a total of
Fuck, I love Kinker Recall.
he got a total of 27. So yeah, that is gonna just beat Domri as you guys are struggling back and forth. He's got the upper hand a few times. You start to make your way back into getting the upper hand over him, but then he gets you down once again. You're close to that point, like he could take you out, but then you find a weak spot that he hasn't been blocking, and you're able to flip him over, stomp him onto the ground, and hold him down as you beat him in a friendly battle.
Just like experience. You should get some. I have it. You should listen to me. And I help him up.
All right. Yeah, he's kind of not happy about the fight, but you guys complete a long rest as you wake up the next morning.
Can I say safely Una has a hangover?
Do what?
Una has a hangover.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Avro probably also has a hangover.
For sure.
Avril! Avril!
Oh, so loud. What?
You gotta come with me to pick up your new cloak before we
Cloak?
leave.
What? I don't have a cloak.
Your bear skin cloak.
Well, you made it into a cloak?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, you gotta come with me to get it because I want to see your face when it like they hold it up and you get to put it on and they get to see your reaction.
Okay. And he just like takes a big chunk of coffee and hands you the coffee jar.
Una just takes the coffee jar and just chugs it. Doesn't even wait.
Just like it's really hot. Oh, yep. That probably doesn't bother you. It's okay. Yeah, just keep on going. It literally never
ends. The fire
ends,
don't bother me anyway.
I was like, it literally never ends. So just have at it. Like,
yes.
Yeah, you guys make your way over to 10th Street. The tailor gives you a pretty nice looking bearskin cloak with the head still attached, which they've kind of turned into like a leather helmet on the inside. So you're able to even fit your beak through there. They've kind of like widened the bottom jaw to where you can fit your beak through.
That's fucking dope.
She also folds up another cloak and has it in a like this paper. Taking extra care of that, she hands that to you. It is your wolfskin cloak.
Oh,
which
thank
I
you
will-
very much.
He's very happy because he normally wears like this heavy armor and stuff is a necessity. This is not what he likes to wear. So he definitely throws that cloak on right away.
Yeah.
Una's like, and I got something for me. It's better than what I got you.
What did you get?
You want to see it?
Yes.
Una looks around like, outside, not in here. Thank you.
Okay.
And
Have a
she'll
good
never
day.
tell
Thank
anyone.
you very much.
Yes, thank you. It's all right.
Chuck,
As soon
he's
as
just
we're
chugging more
outside,
coffee.
Una like opens the package and throws on her new wolfskin cloak.
Ah! We match bear and wolf.
Oh, watch this! Watch this! Wait, does this require attunement? It does. Damn it!
Yeah.
Fudge! I don't have fudge.
You just like sit there and like, and then I'm like, what are you doing? And then I just start doing the same thing.
Hang on.
What
hang
are
on,
we
hang
doing?
On. Hang on. I am going to. Okay. You know what? I need a few minutes with this thing. You know what? Give me an hour. Give me an hour or two, and I'll figure this out. Because this is supposed to do something really cool.
Okay, so I have to wait an hour too. Okay, got it.
Sure, Avril. Okay, come on, let's go back to the dorm.
Let's go get breakfast. This is like something greasy.
Alright, fine. Una is going to wear the cloak, and she is going to unattune from her wand of web. So she can wear this thing.
And I'm looking for breakfast burritos.
Oh, you know what? Brecken's with her. She's going to give the wand of web to Brecken. Brecken, you got the new toy. Brecken's
All
with us.
right. Yeah, she's excitedly takes it.
Yeah, you're going to have so much fun with that. I know you.
Was there anything else you guys needed to do while this day in Ravnica?
Nope. Breakfast burritos and then teleportation to where the place where Brecken knows.
Una will take time during breakfast to attune to her new wolfskin cloak.
All right. Yeah, you spend an hour to attune. Yeah, you guys have yourselves a nice Ravnican breakfast as you
I of course make Una pay.
okay.
What the fuck? I got you your freaking thing! Fine, whatever.
It's gonna be a total of 2 silver pieces for your breakfast as you
21 persuasion.
yeah.
You're also the one that fucked my cloak up.
I am the one who fucked the cloak up, but I also made it better.
It was a rug. I will agree.
Yes, I mean, and look, I gave it a really cool helmet piece too.
And it's amazing, but this breakfast is so expensive.
Really?
And you wouldn't know about this place if it wasn't for me. It's good though, right? It's so good though, right?
It is good. It is good. Fine.
So
She'll slam down the silver. The money
I feel
away.
like these have no correlation at all. This is about me showing you fantastic breakfast.
I will,
So once
I
you
will
guys-
accept breakfast.
once you guys get back into the guild hall, what do you guys plan to do next?
I'm ready to go. I also tease Una about how fucking crazy that cloak is, and like how we're gonna become bears.
And as soon as he starts teasing me about it, and Una's like, "Oh, you want to tease? Watch this!" And she does the thing.
All right.
He's like, "Oh, how do I do that?"
You don't.
I feel like Avril immediately just starts going.
Yeah, he's just like, "Arr!" And I just like look over to Blackwell, just like, Blackwell, turn me into a panda.
Full polymorph into a panda.
Ah! This panda still has the bear cloak in. He starts doing kung fu moves. He's ready.
So, where you guys headed off to next?
Panda agrees.
Well, if we're done playing Jungle Book, perhaps we can go where we needed to go. Has anybody done any research into the plane we're heading to?
No.
Una comes out of the wolf form. No, I got drunk last night. Really drunk.
Panda is in crane stance.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Una is going to.
Blackwell, have you learned anything about Eldraine?
Fucking nailed it.
Una's gonna try to trip Avril while he tries to do that.
You mean the Eldrazi?
Go ahead and roll
No,
disadvantage on that performance check.
the
God damn
plane
it.
is called Eldraine.
Oh.
Something about
No,
a
I
curse that
have.
makes people fall asleep.
I have been
Haha.
experimenting with my own things. So quick question. Mom.
Aw.
So I have a spell that says plane of existence is the length of it, right?
Okay.
Looking that up, it looks like plane of existences separates the material plane, the ethereal plane, and all the like celestial planes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But not like Ravnica versus Kaladesh would be both material plane.
Yeah, I think they'd all be considered the material plane for that.
Okay. So if I cast this spell, I should be able to get a glimpse at a location of somebody I'm looking for.
Okay.
Damn it, Daddy. Yeah, I want to cast scrying.
Okay. Can you go ahead and post that for me?
Yeah.
I didn't think about the repercussions of something like scrying between
Uh-oh.
different planes. It's a tricky one.
It says they have to roll the save, and then basically if they fail the save, then I just see them. Like I don't get to talk to them.
Okay. So who are you looking for?
I'm probably looking for shit, what's his name? The owl head dude.
Dr. Cromwell?
Yes,
Okay.
because I think he would probably be able to help Osborne out the most out of my colleagues.
Okay. So
And I gave you a stat sheet for him if you wanted to use that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how this is gonna work because you are familiar with him.
Yeah, I have a picture of him as what I'm using, and I'm familiar with him, so that should um, subtract 7 from his roll.
Since he's changed and you haven't seen his transformed form, right?
Right. So the likeness or picture probably doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think that part's gonna work, but you still do get the -5. Um, target isn't affected. I'm gonna give him advantage. So if it's across planes, I'm gonna give the roll advantage. I think that would even it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Now I gotta find his sheet. It should be pinned, right? Oh man.
Arrow cast non-detection on himself. He's like, ah!
I remember seeing those. Was it in a Word document or like a Google?
It's on the Google Docs. Yeah, it's under Blackwell's think tank.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it on here.
I have it open. I can send you the link.
That'd be cool.
Oh, you should also be in your homebrew. Maybe. Here you go.
All right. Okay.
And the save is 16.
16. Okay. 16 plane. That's the wisdom saving throw. Okay. So I'm gonna give him advantage. That roll twice. So you got 22 -5. That is unfortunately a 17, if I'm doing my math correctly there.
All right. So it's like trying to hone in on him, and then I get shunted out.
Yep. Yep, pretty much. That's exactly what happens, yeah.
Yep. He is harder to find than you would think. So I can't try to search for him again for 24 hours.
Okay. It was worth a shot. It's a good idea.
Yep. I don't
Okay.
know if anybody would
I
question
mean,
what I
shit,
was
every
doing just
24
now.
hours. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm just a panda right now.
There for an hour.
I'm a panda as long as my cloak permits. That's as far as he understands.
Actually, scrying's concentration, so yeah, you stopped.
Oh.
He's trying to figure out why he's not a panda.
All right.
This is
So,
the best prank ever. Yeah. Also,
so you guys,
He's
Ghost.
over
Alright,
there
let's
like,
came to the conclusion that no one did research on Eldraine, if I remember correctly.
it's because we have a guide. No problem.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. We have Brecken.
Do have Brecken.
So we tell her where we should show up. Or we ask her, I guess.
Okay. Since she can't really communicate in any of y'all's language.
She
Right.
doesn't speak Sylvan?
She does not
Nope.
speak Sylvan. She speaks a language called Eldraini.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would she do? Let's see.
I'm gonna start teaching her Sylvan, because Eldrani's got to be close to Sylvan, right?
No.
It's somewhat close. But
Well, she
okay.
can speak and read and write common. You put it in her languages on the sheet.
I think that's just automatic.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that
Okay.
was intentional. She
Oh,
can
alright.
understand common.
That's true.
She can't speak it. Okay,
So we'll just
so
put a map out in front of her and tell her what, like, hey, where should we go?
well, you guys don't have a map of Eldraine, I don't think, do you?
Nope.
Facts. I go get a
No,
map of
we don't
Eldraine.
know anything about Eldraine right now.
Okay. So I think what she would do is take various items and place them on a desk, trying to replicate where she wants to go. I'll have you guys each roll an insight check.
Fucking
And I'll-
Pictionary. I got this, guys.
Yeah. Little game of charades here.
Alright, who's got the highest insight?
I have a plus.
I only got a +1.
I got a plus something. 6. I got a plus 6.
Blackwell's got a +8.
Okay, well, each of you guys can roll one. Blackwell,
23.
you're not able to really tell what she's going for. Maybe some kind of city or something. You're not sure. Zix, you're looking at it. You can tell that the object he's placing on the outside of the center part is definitely a lot of trees.
I'm just like, oh, I love this game.
Una, you can tell for sure that the inner part is not really a city, but like a village. Avril, you can see that there is 3 pathways seemingly heading into this village surrounded by trees. Along one of the pathways, she puts an even bigger item to represent some kind of like building of governance, like a castle maybe, or a mayor's building or something like that.
Yeah, so I would be like, important building, castle. Should we go there?
She nods her head yes.
Okay, so we focus on castle building in this plane when we teleport. Wait, castle, yes or no?
She thinks about it for a minute, and she kind of like moves her hand, like kind of.
Government building, yes or no?
Kind of.
The prison?
Is this place a democracy, yes or no?
Kind of.
Is this weird fey magic stuff, yes or no?
Yes.
Luna's not weird fey magic
Okay.
stuff.
So, weird fey magic stuff. We should focus on what we need when we teleport there. We need to find what we need to find. So, we'll focus on that when we teleport.
Okay. So you guys are gonna do your planeswalking ritual to try to head to Eldraine. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. And I don't remember exactly. We're looking for the twins and a cure for the curse.
I'm going to request that Avril draw what he's imagining because he's not very good at explaining things.
Terrible at explaining things. So yeah, he'll draw it. I can do that.
I'm gonna have you roll a performance check. I'm gonna give you disadvantage because
I will use my Kinku abilities to get a straight roll because
Okay.
that was a very good roll, and I do have advantage on all things that involve replicating, drawing,
Perfect.
writing, or speaking.
Perfect. Okay, so what Avril basically lays out on this piece of paper is a smaller version of a castle, maybe, surrounded by a village, or with a pathway leading to a village, in a bunch of trees. So I think that's the best thing Avril can draw with that information.
I would
At the very
say
least, we
that
can all picture the same thing.
yeah, I would say that we're trying to get there, but I would know. I feel like I would know that the Fey realm has weird rules. I don't think I would know what they are, but I feel like that's a very close relation to the maelstrom. It's like it's got weird rules. It does stuff that shouldn't happen. I don't know why, but it does. But that's all I know. And I don't know if this realm is the Fey realm, but there's a fairy or whatever this thing is that came from it.
She's a pixie.
And it makes sense to me that it's probably Fey realm because that's a pixie, and I don't know where those come from other than the Fey realm.
Okay. I'll let you guys take that information for what you will. So are you guys gonna go ahead and try to planeswalk to Eldraine?
Una, I'd actually say she's going to go to the library real quick while they're all doing this thing with Brecken as well, and she's gonna inquire to see if there is a map.
Okay.
Ever the pragmatic one. Zix will let everybody else kind of figure things out. Seems like they got a hand on it, and I will.
I'm
go
going to keep
meditate a
playing
little
this
bit.
game with her. I'm trying to get more information about the world.
Okay.
Okay, Una. So I'm gonna have you roll an investigation check. That's gonna be a high roll. So anything over 20 is what you're looking for. But
Ooh, okay.
see if you can find a map.
Can I inspire myself just to be on the safe
Find the
side?
map. Find the.
Can never remember that. Oh, yeah, creature other than me. Yeah. Okay. Just in case. Alright, yeah, gonna use that inspiration.
Okay.
Because I can turn into a wolf now. Just once a day, though. Woohoo! 22!
Hell yeah. All right. Okay.
So, for future reference,
Hmm.
I can learn tongues.
Damn.
Well,
I'll be
You
fair,
know
it was on my list of many things of which Una could add, which was comprehend languages. But I didn't let her learn it.
You
okay.
think that would be very top of your list because you can't talk to your lover.
There
gotta be
are
weird,
ways of
right?
communication that doesn't require verbal.
Yeah, but it's gotta help.
A little. Well, to be fair, the only person who knows that Brecken is my girlfriend was Nee and Blackwell. Everybody else just thinks, oh, she's just my pixie friend.
I mean, we've definitely seen you making out. You've said that in character.
I
that
have.
you've been doing it with all of us here. So there's no
Was it in
way.
front
I
of
have a
everybody?
very high passive perception and insight.
That's
Like,
fine.
it's like there's no way you could hide it constantly from me, at least.
She does give
Okay,
sexy
Una.
eyes.
So you do find a map. It's not all of Eldraine. It's a map of what it describes as called the Realm. And that is going to be that map right there.
Sweet. Una asks if she can borrow the map or take it with her.
You are free to do what you will with these books, assuming you don't destroy anything.
Sweet. She's just taking the map. She ain't gonna say anything about it.
All right.
Hey, we need this.
This
The fate of the
place
plains is
seems
at stake.
interesting.
Clink.
Oh, is this where fucking the Eldrazi or whatever that one type of elf is from?
No, those are separate.
No, Eldrazi are very, very different.
Eldrazi
Well,
come
I
from
see
the
ice
space
and
between
looks like
worlds.
fire and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Eldrazi
Oh,
are like these
that's-
weird otherworldly aliens that come from between the worlds.
They're Cthulhu's.
Ooh.
I'm talking about the elves.
Mm,
I don't know.
The
The
elves
elemental
that
elves?
change
The
their
widow?
type with the
Or-
season.
oh, Eladrin.
Yeah,
Eladrin,
Eladrin.
yeah.
They probably exist here. I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's full. It looks to me like it's 4 distinct areas that are based on all the different fucking seasons that they're based off of.
Well, also, I don't think the Eladrin is from Magic the Gathering.
No, it's a Faerun thing.
No, it's not. But it just in my head, it just seems like this would be a perfect place for them to have settled.
It would make sense. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna get there. It's gonna be the last Airbender.
Very
Fire
likely.
Nation.
Yeah, and then the Fire Nation came.
Una's gonna be the Fire Nation if you're not careful.
I was about to say, like, we just come in with a pissed off Una. The Fire Nation, let's go.
Sorry, Zix. Was there something you said you wanted to do as well?
No, I think Zix is probably just everybody kind of giving it to chaos, watching them trying to put together a map based on charades, and then watching Una kind of march out with purpose. I'm just gonna assume that she's probably going for a map. I'll go find a corner and just meditate. Basically, above table, I'll be like preparing spells and stuff.
I definitely tell everybody that I beat Domri in a boxing match.
Okay, so you guys are armed with the map. Go ahead.
When Una comes back with the map, she's gonna be like, "Look, next time, instead of playing a game of charades, let's just go to the library and ask for a map." And she's like holding it like with a bit of an attitude. Sorry, Brecken.
Charades is fun.
Yes, but I don't see you copying down anything that Brecken's putting on the table. And she
No.
lays the map to kind of show it. See, if you,
So as you guys-
take a copy of it, Avril, then it's stick in your head better.
No, I remember everything.
I will point out that a map sounds like a great idea in this case, but at the same time, a map isn't showing us like the actual location. It's showing us the general area. We need to see like an actual place.
So I will say with the maps laid out next to each other compared now, the place that Avril has transcribed onto his picture does not look like any place that's on the map. This map, at least.
You have a shit
Tried.
map.
Hey, I tried.
Oh,
Would
we
you
can
rather
always.
I be
See, we
moving
just
in a
trust her.
corner?
It seems like this
Well,
map is more like accurate. We could just add those locations to this map.
Wait. Blackwell, you do the thing with the memory, and you make it into picture, yeah?
I can do that with my memory.
You can't do that with her memory?
I cannot do that with her memory.
I could try reading her thoughts, but I have a feeling her thoughts will be in a language I do not know.
Well, all we need is a picture.
Can you do picture thoughts and do with him? No, she's talking to Brecken. He's talking to Brecken.
What was that now?
He's just asking her to like do the thought read thing, but like try and do it as pictures.
Pull out the memory ribbon like I do. But Zix was saying he can read her
No,
thoughts.
that's what I was saying. I'm asking if it's okay with her to read her thoughts with Zix, but to try to make her thoughts into pictures.
You would be okay with that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to get an image for yourself, Zix, you can do that for sure.
Um,
Be a great
Yeah,
time for to have
I'll,
minor illusion handy, but I don't have that.
I don't have that, unfortunately.
Oh
Let
shit,
me
I
see
didn't
if there's
level up
something else I can
Brecken.
combine it with.
You level her up, she learns a language.
Can you make it so I can do her thoughts, or is it just you? Because I'm really good at recreating stuff I've seen.
Detect thoughts doesn't work on somebody else.
yeah, it's
No.
just me.
Darn.
Yeah, lots of memory stuff.
Kenkus are very good at recreating. It's just not creating.
Yeah, I can't do any kind of like memory strain or anything. So, I don't have any illusion spells either. It doesn't. I don't think. So yeah, I can. Well, yeah, but I can. I'll cast detect thoughts. I'll concentrate on that as I kind of come out of my meditation. Um, I will try to get, instruct her to think about like each location and what we want, and then I'll do my best to add that to the map that Una run.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna show you the map of what she's talking about, like on roll 20. I'll let you look at it for like 5 seconds, and then we'll
Interesting.
we'll continue on from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is an interesting thing because it's like it's someone who knows the world but hasn't seen a map, and you're trying to equate what she's seen to a map.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show you this. You ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Time starts now.
Okay, this is like some kind of strange villa or something. I guess I would ask her where would this be? Point on the map where this would be.
Okay. I'm gonna take you
And
back over.
I'll describe it's like a strange villa with a pool and a tree in the middle and like some kind of interesting circular shapes on the sidewalk.
With that information, can I help him with? Because I'm very good at survival. Maps are second nature to me. At least give him a help action.
Uh, sure. So, well, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you this. Uh, so from what you've seen on the map, uh, and with Avril's expertise in the maps, you
Yeah, and
guys could
I would
deduce.
ask Brecken if she could point on the map where the place she's imagining is,
Okay.
or if
Yeah.
she
With
knows.
all your
So like
with
all that combined.
with all your heads together, let me do this. I'm gonna take you guys to the.
Trying to bypass your puzzle map, Bob.
That's not so much a puzzle. I just don't want to give too much information away here.
We're just trying to show up where we're supposed to be.
So this should look the same, right?
There's
Hope so.
hexagons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The dreaded hexagon.
Brecken would point around this area somewhere.
Oh,
Okay.
south ends.
So if we can manage to make it to this location, then it seems like we would just need to travel northwest, and eventually we would get to out of whatever this forest might be if we went too far afield.
You're talking about
Frank?
somewhere in this forest.
She says that kind of pointing at the map, and I'll I'm pointing like down here. I don't know if you can see that, kind of by where the star is.
Yeah.
I'll kind of tap that part of the map and say, yeah, somewhere around here is this is like some sort of very interesting looking structure. It seems to be built out of very natural materials.
It's going to be very hard to find.
Had an interesting design that I've never seen before.
It's made natural though, and it's in a forest. Obviously, I mean.
So this is where we're aiming for.
Should we get more information? Isn't there more stuff that we need to find?
Well, let's see. This is the place with
well,
the curse, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is where we decided to go, right? We had multiple choices. We chose this one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought. I'm just saying. I thought there was more stuff about this plane that we might need to know.
Oh, I don't know.
I would ask her, be like, "Is there anywhere else on this map that's important for us? Like, where did you show us originally? Is that where you just showed us, or?"
Doesn't know.
Are you talking about the place you drew?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'd point at the very bottom right corner of the map, like it's somewhere down there.
Interesting. Okay, so this is supposedly in the forest somewhere. Is supposedly where she drew.
Yeah, basically is the idea. This
Okay.
I will tell you like above the board. This isn't the whole map of Eldraine. This is just the realms, is what it's titled as.
I want to ask her where the king is on this map.
That's a tricky question. She thinks about it and she gives you a look that you can get the information that there's multiple kings. She doesn't know what king you're talking about.
You know,
I would ask her about specifically that king that we're looking for.
Okay. Well, if you ask about the High King Kenrith is the information you got. Brecken, I don't think would know that information.
Mm-mm.
Is he somewhere on this map, or is he on a different one?
She would like separate the two papers and point at the map that Una found, not the one you drew. Like not in a general place, just or a specific place, just basically saying that he's in the realm.
You know, no,
So-
because we can't just go there and act.
Does he move? Does he move, or does the world move? Because like he's like Avril's used to like dealing with shit that makes reality weird. So like he fully understands. Like I don't know if this place is here or if it's somewhere else, but like I've been there.
Okay, so I don't just to try to answer your question, Avril. I don't think this place is as weird as the Feywild in D&D per se.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same.
It has more distinct rules than the Feywild has.
Yeah, it's not like completely the Feywild. There's a lot of Fey shit to it, but it's not the Feywild.
Okay, that's good. All right, so then he would understand that it is the map of this realm. It's just some things may be different.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the idea is that this is the kingdom that we're aiming for, but she's letting us know that we're probably going to appear off the map somewhere to the southeast.
Yes.
So, and like, you know, long story short. So, but it makes sense why they would have a map of the kingdom and not all the surrounding territory, because this is like where people live and stuff. So that naturally would be where the maps is. You know, the map wouldn't extend into some national park or something.
Yeah.
But we're going to be kind of off the grid. So we're going to have to figure out how to get to the stuff on this map.
Well, if you look at the map here, I mean, pretty much the civilizations are all northern if we appear in the south. So as long as we go north, we're good. We'll hit something
Yep, should work out.
eventually.
If we hit the ocean, then worst case scenario, we travel west.
Exactly.
So can't miss it.
Navigation isn't my strong suit, and we got that ship in the bottle. We could just
Once we're
fly with it, you know, like we did with you.
No,
when
you're
you were in
right.
the thing. So it doesn't matter where we show up as long as we can see below us.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
we
like,
have to find-
I'm very comfortable with forests.
we have to find water,
He thinks people
and
are overthinking this too
it-
much.
we really don't know enough about this plane to know if it would be safe to be in the air. Honestly, we might want to hold back on the airship until
Well,
we know the skies are safe.
you know, we should have talked to Jace more about something like this.
Could have been a good idea. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not too late if somebody wants to go meet with Jace real quick before we go.
Not it.
I start focusing on plane walking.
God damn it, bro.
I'll if should I go first or should I follow in your wake? I guess I got a mental image from the detect images.
Well, you
Maybe I
can
should
come
go
with us.
first and then
Yes,
yeah, I mean I could. Let me find the amulet real quick.
Wait a
you
minute.
go first, then we'll teleport to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah, that works.
Because
I'll
you
Yeah.
make the portal.
Yeah, 'cause
and
you
I
got
did the
planeswalking.
detect thoughts, so I should have a firm image in my head of what the thought I got from.
And for the
Right,
most
so-
part, we've only been able to travel where other planeswalkers have planeswalked before. So if you planeswalk where we're supposed to go, then we could travel to where you planeswalk.
Somehow I ended up back around the scout. This is interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll planeswalk. Honestly, like I'll give Avril a firm nod, a serious look on my face. I'll adjust my pack to get it firmly on my back. I'll ready the sword in my hand and concentrate on planeswalking to the image that I saw in Brecken's mind.
I immediately focus on runner.
Okay. So in the jumble of all this, you guys see Zix start to vibrate and phase out, and you guys follow suit. You guys all end up fairly close to where you need to go.
Would it be bad if Una started
That
just
took
purposely
entirely too long.
messing with Avril, like as he's trying to concentrate?
We're still
Could be.
figuring it out. Well, the foliage looks
Avril is
correct for the
unshakable.
place that we're from, but I don't see the structure.
I'll tell you Zix, since you're the one that like planeswalk first. You're pretty close.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I'm thinking. Is like the terrain looks all right. It looks like we're definitely in the region or area, but this isn't the exact location. We're close.
Avril just starts to go in a direction.
Luck will beat you to it.
That is the
Okay.
direction in which I go.
Una's gonna look at Brecken. Polymorph, you me in the air.
Okay.
Seeing if she wants to do it that way.
So, can you guys see the maps without me putting your tokens on there?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Just curious if that works. But yeah. So you guys are here. You said you start heading over to the bottom right corner. Okay.
It's a really cool looking log.
Uh,
Oh, well, there it goes.
okay. Let me make sure got this.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. So you guys can see around you that there's very like a autumn-like environment around you, full of trees. There's a trail that continues on. Do you guys have a way to tell what direction you're heading into?
I have
Just the
natural
sun,
explorer.
the sun, and an
I'm
assumption that it works the way it does on other worlds.
Yeah,
on
I
our
was gonna
world.
say like my passive abilities lets me understand any natural element that I'm in, and it gives me advantage on checks if I'm in the natural world that I don't understand. So I basically have every background that lets me explore the wild.
Okay. No direct way of knowing the exact direction, though, right?
No, but it gives me advantage.
I mean,
on
we
figuring
don't
it
have
out.
any magic ability or anything. He's just saying he's in tune with nature.
Uh, okay.
I have survival, but I am not in tune with nature.
Just double checking. So you guys decided to go ahead and go into a random direction. You guys went to the south right corner of the map.
So, to
Well, Una didn't do
specific.
her animal bag thing.
Okay.
Ooh. A 3.
Yeah, it says even in my background. It says even in places where you don't know the specific features of the terrain, you know the ways of the wild.
Okay. So the only reason I ask is because the map I made for this section isn't correct with the cardinal directions, if that makes sense. It's not rotated correctly, but that's fine. I
Ah.
just didn't know if I needed to figure that out beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh no, that won't matter. Like the important thing is like my character just knows like what we're supposed to be doing. Like he's like I made him specifically to be a wild man, and he is a
Okay.
wild man that grabs things with his hands and tears it apart, and and
Should
he's been great so far.
we look for the place that I saw in Brecken's mind, or should we just head north?
Well, north is the nearest body of water, right? According to the map.
So well, we were supposed to find the place in Brecken's mind, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, was that something that was important, or was that just a place that Brecken could focus on? Brecken?
Well, we'll find that first and then ask questions.
Yeah, sweetie. Are we going? Are we going to the place, or would you prefer that's just something we could land on?
So Una, you have a better read on reading her than most
Yes, I do.
people. She expresses that she would like to go to the place that she pointed out.
She wants to go to the place
If
that
you-
she pointed.
She's
And
a
I would
member.
say that's where my focus would be at. Would have been to find that place.
She's one of us, so that's the least we could do. Brecken, do you know the way?
So in a reading her, this is kind of hard without her being able to communicate. She would
I need to
let
talk
you
to
know.
you afterwards about
Shrooms
leveling
again,
up.
I'm in.
Leveling up Brecken because she does get one more spell.
Okay. So she would communicate that she doesn't exactly know how to get there, but she can tell you if you're close.
Which way?
She looks around and she just points forward where Blackwell's headed. Blackwell, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Blackwell's off the map. He just ditched. He was like,
I was gonna say, I feel like I would have been just following him this whole time.
I'm hanging out with you. You'll talk. I'm moving.
All right, you do find something on the ground as you're walking through Blackwell.
There any animals?
Yeah,
nearby?
full send. I saw a trail, and I was like, "That's obviously the best course of action. Is just to follow the trail."
I figured we would have been following the trail the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
but none of us actually looked back at this.
Okay, I have an idea. As we're walking, does Una notice any animals besides her badger, which came from the bag of tricks?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. What was that?
Does Una notice any animals in the area other than her badger right now?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. I have an idea, and I'm hoping it works. Ooh, not great. You know what? I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use a sorcery point for magical guidance.
Okay.
Oh, it's even worse. That becomes a
So
6.
around you, immediately around you, you don't notice any animals out and about.
Would I with my passive of 16?
No, I don't think so. Not right here.
Yeah, that's more for just a like is this like a lively forest area, or is this like some place that people avoid? And apparently it's somewhere the animals don't like to be.
Can I look? Yeah, can I do a perception check to just look for threats?
Sure.
Yeah, I would like notice distinct lack of bird chirping, and my hand would drift to the hilt of my axe.
Okay, 13. Okay, 13. Oh, now one. You do. So as you're kind of like looking around, as you're observing the, I wouldn't say stillness of the place, but the overall quietness of things going on, start to hear like some sound that sounds like a buzzing of a fly, almost.
Interesting.
You're kind of like looking around, and something buzzes past you. You kind of get this like blue streak that goes in front of your eyes as it kind of hits a tree leaf and flies, continues on into the forest. It seems.
Oh, it seems like we have some friends.
Should I smash it?
Brecken will pull on Una's jacket to kind of be like, he kind of gives you like the keep moving motion and then the eyes peeled motion.
We need to keep an eye out, and nobody let your guard down. Also, let's keep moving.
So I smash it next time.
I mean, we
Brecken,
don't know if
you
it's a
want
threat.
him
Let's
to
not.
start smashing things? I don't think so. No, probably not a good
Brecken,
idea.
should I smash it?
That's a yes or no question, honey. My daughter, my darling of chaos.
She would absolutely say yes. Smashing anything sounds great.
Nope, well, smash it.
Okay.
Is it dangerous?
I mean, I don't know if it's dangerous. It just flew very quickly past. It didn't attack.
Everyone,
said
check
smash
your
it.
pockets. Make sure you have everything. But
Would
keep
I
walking.
have everything?
Go ahead and you're looking in your pockets. Let me see. You don't. Spoiler alert.
No, what? If they took something I like away, there is going to be smashing.
She did say keep her eyes peeled and not stop walking.
You
I got
look
a feeling
around,
I like this kind of place.
taking a small inventory. You're figurine of a silver boar is missing.
Oh fuck no! Where they at? Where they at? He's just like, oh hell no, and he just like starts walking off in the direction they went.
Avril, what's wrong?
They took my boar. They took Charybdis.
Oh, that's not good.
Of
All right,
literally
you're-
of all the stuff that I have, that's like the one no. There's like 2 things that I have in total that I'm like, fuck no, that can't go. Everything else I could have been like, yeah, whatever. Well, like no, I only have a couple things that I really like.
So Zix, the one you've seen headed in, you've seen it fly into the leaves on this tree.
Did I see him carrying anything?
He was moving so fast it was hard to tell.
really
You
see
just
that
seen his
part.
like blue streak. Yeah.
Well, I know that it'd be difficult to take the sword out of my hand. I'd noticed that. I'm gonna check my dagger at my belt. Is that still there?
Let's see.
I have chunks of gold on me. I have random other crazy cool stuff.
It keeps me from being surprised.
Yeah.
It's my
Motherfucking
dagger of
boy.
warning.
I was trying to see if there's anything else that would have likely grabbed over that it could get to.
Yeah, most of
I
the
don't-
stuff would be the lantern, maybe.
I had to grab some death and
potions.
destruction.
I don't think it could have gotten to anything else really it would have wanted. So yeah, your dagger is also gone.
That checks
Uh-oh.
out. That's kind of where my mind originally went. Okay, well, this is the
Which
day
way?
we're having.
Which way did they go? Which way did they go?
This way, and I'll start walking that way as well.
It's just like walking off with him, just like hammer out. He's just pissed, dude. He's so mad.
I'll look over at Una and Blackwell. My dagger's missing, so you might want to check your pockets.
Una, the second that Brecken said eyes peel, Una was checking her pockets.
Okay, so Una.
Oh no.
Fucking Charybdis of all the things.
It was shining. It was silver.
Oh man.
Oh, I may have just lost my
it says
squealing
it looks
pig.
like a piece of junk.
Oh, I think I might have just lost my squealing pig.
The squealing pig was shiny.
Yeah.
Mine specifically says it looks like a piece of junk.
Well, it's shiny magical.
It is shiny.
Yeah, shiny
magical.
magical. So is every other piece of my gear.
Oh no.
I know the problem with most of my gear is it's being worn. It'd be really difficult to get it off.
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
my,
say it's like actively in sheaths within hand's grasp. Like Charybdis
Right,
is
it's
like the only thing in my pocket.
Yep, my
same.
whiny
I
swine,
had my
that's what it
lantern.
was.
My lantern of revealing. I had those bracers. Those were my, like, basically my backpack. But the dagger was the only thing that was like readily accessible. That wasn't.
Literally, the only
Like,
other
yeah.
thing that he could have grabbed was the ship in the bottle, and I'm pretty
Oh.
happy that he chose what he chose.
Yeah, we lose that
Is
shit in
Is
the
that
bottle.
is that in your bag or is that in the chest?
Um,
I might.
I
might be in
remember
between.
the last thing that we did was drop out of the ship at the bottle and get into a fight, and I had to do the magic to get the ship back in the bottle.
We never put the bottle in the chest.
So I'm pretty sure that it's just still on me.
Okay.
You
Uh,
just
so
because
he-
of how that went down, it makes sense that it would be on me.
Yeah, we never took the time to put some in the chest. I don't think.
We should put it in
As
the
you
chest.
check your pockets, Una, your pockets, everything is still there. However, you look around your neck and your amulet of planeswalking is
Oh
gone.
fuck!
Oh Jesus Christ! These guys are really trying to die.
We could have come to Targier. We could have met a cool dragon.
Okay. They stole my amulet of planeswalking. That's not good. I need to get that back fast.
Brecken, great time to start explaining things.
Look, she's doing the
She
best
can't
she
explain
can.
anything. We don't speak the language.
No, but she's like start telling us what's going on and who and why.
How can she do that? She doesn't speak the language.
I'm great at Pictionary. Let's play.
Can,
Let's just walk until we
can we
find him.
Can we cast silence on Avril? Like
Zix is like matching energy, yelling just as much, and then let's just go.
Well,
Fuck. Fine. Shit. Fucking bitch. Shit. Fuck.
So where are you guys moving to? You've seen them move the leaves on this tree, Zix.
Yeah, I'm just gonna we're head that direction.
Una will send her badger that
trail.
direction.
Uh,
Badger,
will,
go! Get them to fly out.
All right. I need to look at the wording for Charybdis.
So I am going to try to stealth ahead after the little yelling match. I'm going to try to move forward quietly after that and get lost in the woods.
Okay. You can roll a stealth. Go ahead and roll at a disadvantage though with the yelling.
I thought I would be able
Can
to.
I negate disadvantage for being in low light with the forest because I get my cloak?
Sure.
Sweet.
Ooh. I'm going to have my badger sniff it out since they have king smell, to see if he can sniff my amulet. Smelling
Perfect.
like me.
Go ahead and roll a perception with advantage.
I do non-detection on myself, and I will also try to find a trace of passage of some sort. So just a general, like, looking for a trail.
Okay.
Investigation work. Or survival.
There it is.
I was gonna say, like, survival check was kind of where I
Ooh,
was
a nat 20
angling
on
with
the
that.
badger.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Avril,
Nice.
a survival check would be to look for a path. However, you can't find a path for tracks for these things. They're flying. I don't know of a way you could probably find.
Can I think of, like, by terrain based, where maybe like a area where people would fly to land that would be nearby? So like insight, kind of like guess like, okay, there's high ground over there and a massive tree. That seems like that's probably where they're gonna go.
Yeah, that
They're
would make
also
sense.
like really small, though, right? So they can just land anywhere.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead
but I
and
would
roll.
think that it seems coordinated. Like this doesn't seem like a random one-off. There has to be a area where there's a bunch of them.
I'll give you an insight. If you want to do an insight check to see where a good hiding spot would be, yeah. Go ahead.
All right, I'm just gonna use Kingu Recall to get advantage. 20.
Okay. So do this in order. I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys roll initiative for me, please.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah! Fuck these bitches!
Let's go.
Oh, I don't get to roll the initiative because I don't have my freaking dagger. I can't get advantage. Let me unselect.
Should I roll initiative or not?
If you want to be in the battle, if you want to continue on, I will put you on the next map, Blackwell. It's up to you.
Like, I have no idea this is going on.
We were
If you
yelling.
want-
I
I'm
really
sure
couldn't hurt
Blackwell
it.
Pretty
heard us yelling.
Clear about what
Yeah.
was going on.
Yeah, you could hear that, Blackwell. If you want to stick around, if you want to keep going, that is totally fine too. It's totally up to you.
I was not quiet about it. I was very vocal about how I was going to murder these motherfuckers for stealing Charybdis.
And we keep going.
Well, I like the adventuring since you got. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the next map before we resolve all this stuff here. So I'm gonna tell you what you see.
Nobody steals my pig.
More like autumn foliage as you're continuing on. You see a trail that's you see a trail that follows you down to where you see this giant, looks like maybe a beanstalk. It's like this giant green vine that like just grows up into the clouds. Ahead.
Yeah, I obviously is that the way? Cause I'm going.
That's what Blackwell sees. Where he's
Oh, that's where you went. All right, well, bye.
I'm on the.
so
I don't think I need you anyways, goddamn weirdo.
what's gonna happen is Zix, you hide. Yeah, you're well hidden. The badger immediately starts to sniff up towards the top of the tree that you're next to, Zix. Something's in that tree, for sure.
I punch tree.
Avril, with your insight check, 20. The trees, the 5 trees immediately around you are very good hiding spots. Maybe less likely the one directly to your left, but the other 4 are good hiding spots.
I will yell out, like, I like trees, but I will fucking murder them for my pig. Now, last chance.
Okay, so you're gonna try to intimidate them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Una will help that with lighting a fire in her hand. Give us back our shit or you're going to burn!
Okay. So, Una is helping Avril. Avril, go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me.
I am going to pre-use Kick a Recall again, because this seems like an awesome decision.
Also, I'll give you a bardic inspiration for that.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna save that. Because
Okay.
I think a 23 is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. And Zix, what are you doing?
I am trying to stay still. I'm feeling relatively confident about hiding. Or like not being seen right now, at least with my cloak. I'm gonna go ahead and try to follow the gaze of the badger up the tree to see what they've noticed. You know, try to look around the tree to see if I can see who's hiding in there.
Okay. I should let you display that. Okay.
I'm like looking through my bag and I'm just like, Una, I don't have anything explosive left.
Oh, I got plenty of explosive. You know me.
Okay, that's good. He just puts the bag away, puts it back on his shoulder, pulls out his axe.
Una's like, she's got the produce flame in her hand, the cantrip.
Puts
Like-
the axe back away, pulls out the hammer.
So you see one of these guys up above you in the tree. He's kind of backed up against the root. He seems to be peeking out of the tree, looking at Avril over there as he's shouting. And yeah, so what do you do with that, Six? He's about 5 feet up the tree.
Does it look like he's holding anything?
It does. It looks like he's holding a necklace.
Oh, there's my amulet.
That's important. I'm gonna use my ring of invisibility to go invisible, and I am going to try to creep up and grab him.
Okay. Is that an action to use your ring, or is that a bonus action for your
It
action?
is an action, so I'll have to wait to grab him until next turn.
Okay.
So, but I will get use the ring, and I will try to like get within reaching distance.
Yeah, you're able to get up there, turn yourself invisible, get up there. You're reaching out to grab him as Avril starts shouting on the other side. Avril, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Big numbers, baby.
You start to hear some rustling in this bush down here, or this tree.
All right. So other than that, I have no information about anything, really.
You know that these 4 trees here, like surrounding this, to the besides this one, are good hiding spots. You know that this one is currently making some noise after your intimidation. Seemed to have scared one of them a little bit.
Give me my fucking boar! I will chop this tree down. This tree is nothing compared to Charybdis.
So you see one of those things climbing up. He's trying to get higher in the tree after you're shouting.
Water whip.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and water whip him down to me. I'm not trying to kill him. Because I understand they're just bad kids on a bad path. So I'm gonna try and water whip him down to me and then grapple him. And tell him, give me back my fucking pig.
Okay. So non-lethal water whip. Go ahead and roll it up for me.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to be an advantage, but I'm pretty sure that still hits.
Yeah, both of those would hit. So
So I'm just using it to yank him, so I'm not gonna roll damage. Unless you want me to, because it's still gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me damage. I understand it's non-lethal though, so yeah, but go ahead and roll damage just to see where they'd be at. Okay, and they have to make a dex save for that too.
Oh
Or
yeah, I
force.
think it is a dex or a strength. Let me see it. Yeah, dex save.
Ooh, okay. So they get a 23 on the dex save.
Ooh, yeah, that beats it.
Okay. So that just means they're not pulled, right?
Yeah, that just means they're not pulled. And I would reach out again with my other hand and try and pull them again.
Okay. That definitely roughs him up. He's not dead. You're going for non-lethal, but that roughed him up pretty good.
I think this time I wouldn't like hit him with it, but I would extend the water like a snake, like sitting above him, be like, "Give it back."
Okay. I think actually with your intimidation and getting him down to that amount of HP, I think he'd probably drop the item and try to look for a way to get away. So you see this dagger fall out of the tree and stick into the ground.
I like pick up the dagger. I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
So I'll let you decide whether or not you want to use your second strike on him.
I won't hit him. I will use my second strike and like throw the dagger at Zix. Like, fucker! Just throw the dagger at him.
Just
Okay.
in that general vicinity. I'm gone. I'm invisible right now. Halfway up a tree.
then I'd go because I don't see you.
Okay.
Where the hell are you?
You son of a... Wait, where'd you go?
All right.
Over
So is that
here,
gonna?
Avril. Like, you can still see Una holding her produced flame. Like, she's not gonna throw it right now.
I found the knife.
Is,
Good!
Where's my
Anytime
fucking
you-
pig?
You know, my badger may have just found my necklace. think.
so is that gonna be all for you, Ever?
I would ask where the necklace is, and I'd start heading that direction.
All right. So Una, you use the help action
Mhm.
and the bardic inspiration as your bonus action,
Yes.
but you have movement, and Brecken also has a turn.
They would be getting closer to the tree together.
Okay.
Una would. Let's see here. Well, she would drop the produced flame because she was holding that for the intimidation part.
Mhm.
Oh shit! I don't have command anymore. Fudge. Oh wait. She charmed them? Yeah, because we're not fighting them exactly.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for Brecken with advantage,
Okay, for Brecken.
or you make a final move.
All right.
She knows their tricks.
Haha!
21.
Yep.
So as you're starting to move in that direction, Brecken tugs on your pocket, and she kind of points you at this tree here. She saw something move over there,
Is there something over there?
and
Okay.
she nods her head yes.
Ooh. You know what? That's within my range. And it's a 20-foot sphere.
Oh boy.
Una's gonna cast sleep on over the entire tree, the whole 20 feet.
Okay, that's a good. I thought that was gonna be a fireball. But
No, she's saving that shit.
I for sure was like, and she blasts the shit out of that tree. Like,
Nope, it's a go to
Okay.
sleep moment.
All right. So go ahead and roll your sleep. It's a very good possibility you might put him to sleep. 26 is gonna do it. That's gonna do it. So you see here, like some rustling through leaves as you see a statuette fall first, and then right next to it, a little blue fairy onto the ground.
Found it.
you find goodness?
Yep.
Ah, thank you. I will get your necklace.
Okay. So,
I think my badger and maybe something else may be getting that at the moment. But Una will point out to Avril where it is with her hand. That was a level 2 sleep, by the way. I didn't realize I accidentally clicked my level 2 sleep. It's fine. I'll take it.
okay.
Oh no, it was level 1. Okay, that's the one I did click. Never mind.
I was like, it's only 5d8. I think it was only a level 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I've scrunched up windows right now. It's hard to see.
So, Zix, you can see the fairy next to you cast a spell. However, Brecken, Una, and Avril all notice the leaves rustling on this tree right here.
Is that where I was directed to where her boar had seen the thing?
No, it was this. I think it was this tree here, right?
Yeah, this is where Una just put the one to sleep. Put that here. Yeah, that's the one where Una just put one to sleep. This is the one you just heard rustling in.
Oh, well,
Who's
I
the one
was
party
originally
member that we
going
don't
towards where.
know he lost anything yet?
So wait, have we gotten the necklace back already too?
You guys have the necklace and the dagger. There's one fairy next to Zix that he can see. I don't think he told anybody else that he was there.
No,
Yeah.
I see the necklace is in the fairy's hand, and I'm waiting till my turn, and then I'll try to grab him.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, so we've gotten we've gotten the figure, we've gotten Charybdis back, and we've gotten the dagger back. All right,
Yeah,
I'll just go towards this
see
rest.
I
I'm
see
about to punch.
and I got eyes on the necklace.
So that was the end of the fairy's turn. So that is gonna be y'all's turn again. So Avril, Una, and Zix can all make a move at this time.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah, I move over to there, and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to hurt anybody right now. You guys are trying to do what you got to do, but we got to do what we got to do. So if you don't bring me back whatever you took right now, I'm going to fucking catch you and pull off one of your wings at a time every 5 minutes until I get what I want back.
You hear more rustling in the tree as you say that.
I punch the shit out of the tree.
All right, Zix, you're going to grab him.
Yeah, seeing that he's distracted, like casting a spell and stuff, I'm going to try to sleight of hand, just snatch the necklace. I'm
gonna give him a dex contest with disadvantage. His first roll was a 14, but his second was a 7, so he fails.
Yeah, as I grab it and become visible, I'll just wink at him.
Okay. He jumps as you have a hold of the necklace, seeing you so close, or feeling something grabbed so close to him. He's gonna go ahead and fly off. So Avril or Una and Brecken, you guys see a fairy start to fly off in this direction.
I'll hop down, toss the necklace toward Una, and say, "There we go. That should be everything."
All right, cool.
Wait, is there still something going on in this tree? Or is this just like...
So that was a spell that was cast on that tree. It was a prestidigitation.
I punched the shit out of this tree anyways.
Una will walk over to that tree and grab Avril's statuette.
Okay. Are you gonna leave the fairy on the ground there?
Actually, hey, do we have a cage or something? I have an idea.
What, you're gonna cage him?
It's a little freaking thief! And also they live here. And Brecken could probably talk to him. Get some info, you know?
Well, they're probably just some kids. I mean, we can just let them go, right?
Brecken, what do you want? Do we catch them and keep them, or do we let them go? Like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, I say we take this little guy. We'll put him somewhere safe over here till he wakes up, and
I could slap them in the face. That would be bad punishment.
Six is like, they're probably just kids. What's your name, little guy? He's like, Ricky.
I'm not even thinking about waking him up. I'm just like, let's let the spell run its course. Just stick him over here off the trail, maybe, or in the crook of a tree or something, so he's off the ground and doesn't get eaten by a predator or something, and we just continue on.
You know what? Una's going to put it on the back of her badger. I'm going to have my badger carry it. It'll come with us.
Are you tying it down or anything, or just letting it?
Just letting it ride.
Okay.
If it falls off, Una will pick it up and put it back.
It's like a terrible kidnapping, but it's like not supposed to be a kidnapping. It's just so when he wakes up, they're just like, "Where the fuck am I?" Like, ha! Gotcha, bitch.
Okay. So you guys notice that Blackwell is not around. Blackwell, what have you been doing in the meantime?
Makes me wonder if they got shit on Blackwell.
Well, there's a
Oh,
fork in the road here, so I probably would stall at the fork and sit and look at this plant.
Okay. Yeah, it's just this massive, like vine that comes from the earth and disappears in the clouds above. Yeah.
Would we eventually get there?
Yeah, you guys, if you want to continue on, make your way with the ferry in tow, and you make your way up, and you see that Blackwell is standing at the foot of this giant plant.
Like, looking up at it, be like, maybe this is what they meant by I don't know.
Una will hand over the statuette to Avril. Here is your board back.
Thank you. Puts it back in his pocket.
The dagger?
Oh,
Gives
I was going to
dagger?
throw it at you, but here you go.
You were going to
Seriously?
throw a dagger at me?
I was mad.
What did I do?
It was mostly to return it. And then now that I think about it, yeah, that does seem kind of violent.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's.
Hey,
we
and
could say
Blackwell,
that's a
look
bit
what
of
we
assault.
got. Check your
You could
pockets.
probably, you could catch it, though, yeah.
I mean, I could try. I don't think I've ever practiced knife catching.
We will practice.
Don't make me feel it.
That sounds horrible.
When Una shouts at me, I pull out the glass slipper and show it to her.
Ooh. Where did you get that?
Found it on the ground.
So,
Somebody lost a shoe and you just took it?
and then I was like, what now? Like, now we have this slipper?
I mean, how often do you see a shoe made out of apparently diamonds?
Well, I mean,
This, looks
never,
like a
which
very
is probably
important
why I
thing.
wouldn't have picked it up.
Wait, it's made out of
I mean,
diamonds? Let me see that for a second.
I'm not going to hand it to
Please,
Avril.
please, 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 please.
No, I got.
No, but I could hit something with it and it would not hurt.
No, stop it! You fool!
Come on, it's diamond slipper. Of course it's weapon.
Diamonds can still be shattered, you fool.
What? No. Diamond's the best weapon. Because everyone
Disregarding,
knows diamonds cannot be broken. It is fact.
Disregarding Avril, which way on the path are we going?
Oh, well, I don't know. Brecken?
Well, yeah. This vine, though.
I'm not climbing that thing. Not without
Seems fun.
some kind of forewarning or something. It doesn't sound like a good idea. Let's just stay on the ground.
Good challenge. That's all I got.
What's the next play for you guys? You got two ways you can go and a giant beanstalk in front of you.
I think Darth asked Brecken which way she thinks is the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, he was over here making logical plays. Avril just wants to climb this thing because it's there.
Okay, Una, go ahead and roll me a d4.
That's 4.
Right, she says left is the best way. Or points to the left.
Oh, Brecken seems confident. Let's just go that way.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'll be back, Vinestock.
Bracken has never
Just
given
walks
us a
away.
reason not to trust him.
Okay. So which they have
Wait, does that mean our left or their left?
the path to the left side of the map.
Okay, then continue on as we shall.
Okay. You guys continue on.
I just feel like that beanstalk needed to be conquered.
Would Una know any stories involving glass slippers?
Um, I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, I'm expecting some player metagame here a little bit.
I was gonna say, is there anything that like my character would have heard of? He's from like Camelot age type shit.
I
Well, it's
don't
just
think
like
so.
there's
This would be a story you
the,
need
If
to
I
the
see a
explain.
broke lady
beanstalk.
walking around with one shoe, I'll try to let her put it on.
Oh, yeah, that checks out, right?
It's just like
As far as,
giant
as far as
beanstalk,
what our characters in the
fairies.
game would know, we don't know
Yeah,
anything
I
about
was gonna
these.
say like we don't know about giant beanstalks. We don't
We
know
don't
about
know.
glass
Yeah,
slippers. Like we're over here
So-
just like no, this. I'm like my character would want to climb it because it's something to be climbed. Like
Right. But I also would immediately argue that like climate's probably not the best option.
Abro's just like not the best, but the most fun. Yes.
Can I ask for a retroactive roll from you, Kisty?
Huh?
When I showed you guys the slipper,
Uh-huh.
did you make an assumption of whether or not you could wear it?
No. Una does not like glassware. she likes her boots very much.
Okay.
Avro might be able to wear it.
Well, I was thinking like because Una dealt with acting and drama at Strixhaven, so I was thinking like she may have heard stories because she was very familiar with plays and shows. That's why I was asking, would she know about a glass slipper or a beanstalk? Because plays, stories. You get where I'm going with this? I'm not metagaming. I'm just saying.
That is a good point.
Yeah, but would this story go beyond this plane? You know what I mean? Like, is this a universal story to all planes, or is this for something very specific to Eldraine?
Yeah.
I think this one is specific to Eldraine.
Okay.
It's kind of meant for it's kind of meant to like your meta knowledge of the stories is supposed to be like a nudge to help you figure out any mystery that might come along. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Yeah, it's not like directly the story, more than likely, but
Okay.
So we should climb this beanstalk because there's a bunch of gold up there.
could be. Like I said, it might
Well-
not directly be the story that you're familiar with, but
Climbing would give us an advantage point and point us towards some water that we could probably get the bottle out.
I guess somebody could climb it and just see if they could get a view of things, find out where we're at.
I'm in.
You know,
Just don't climb all the way. Just climb high enough to where you can see over
Climb
the trees.
all the way to the top.
Not all the way to the top.
hang on.
He starts climbing.
We have someone who can fly. She points at Brecken.
No
there we
challenge.
go.
And then he just immediately starts climbing.
Ugh.
okay.
Beat
So
him to the
Avril's-
top.
Avril's climbing. Brecken's flying next to him. Anybody else trying to get in on this challenge?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
fail
say
my roll and fall off that tree.
Una, for just the shits and giggles, is going to summon Mage Hand and have it like lift Brecken that 30 feet up, and then Brecken takes the rest of the way.
I was going to string a rope behind me.
Okay.
But if nobody else is coming, then he'll stop after doing it the first time.
As Brecken and Avril head up the beanstalk. Avril, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as the vine starts to move and you fall off.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's different than I was expecting. Okay.
Featherfall!
Featherfall, okay. Yeah, if she uses her reaction, no need for the save.
That's good, because that's like the one I'm not good at.
You see this vine start to move in somewhat of a unexpected fashion, and
I guess I technically have advantage, but
you see it come out of the cloud, and it seems to look like this.
Oh. You made it angry.
You probably
see-
should have climbed on him without permission.
I need everyone to roll me initiative.
so hey, quick question. How bad is it that I'm climbing on you right now? It's like it's got to be like a 3 on the scale of 10, right? Because like think about it, you're very climbable.
So this guy does not have the intelligence that you would think.
That's unfortunate.
Or that you were hoping for.
That I was praying for.
Can Una cast Speak with Animals to try to communicate with it?
Can you post that spell in the chat for me?
Sure.
So this thing looks like a big dragon.
A big limbless dragon.
I
I would
think
love to do some animal handling to try to not get eaten right
I think
I've
Zix
done this
is
before, and it's not fun. I don't know if you guys know this, but getting eaten is not great.
I think Zix is like clenching the blade tight. Honestly, if anything, Blackwell might even notice that he's kind of excited, which is not usual.
You were here to be climbed.
Okay. You can most certainly try, Una, if you would like to.
All right. Yeah, she will use that new ability she has of Speak with Animals. And go, "Hi, sorry to climb on you. We were just trying to get a better vantage. We're not from around here. Hello."
You hear it say back as it swoops down from the clouds. It says, "No, climb."
Got it. Avril, get your ass down. It doesn't want you climbing it.
Okay, and he just lets go.
Just jump. I got you. I got you on Featherfall.
It was like he just lets go. Like,
Oh, you're already on the ground, Avril. You feather fell to the ground. As
Wow, it actually responded.
it
Hi.
has. Oh, go ahead.
We're a little lost. Can you point us to the nearest body of water? Since you're so tall, please.
You see it swoop down further as it
I'm being way
It
too nice
just-
for Una right now. With this thing scaring her.
it repeats no climb, because that's probably the only 2 words that it knows.
Una just nods. I think it just knows no climbing. So let's just go. And she
So
doesn't that make you want to climb a bit more?
Zix and
no,
Una.
Avril.
Yeah, Zix and Una's up first, so you guys can do what you will.
Una walks away. Well, she'll dash away from the tree with Brecken and the badger in tow. Like, nope, nope, sorry.
So no give on that no climbing thing, huh?
It said
The
no
sword
climb
is
twice.
real hungry, guys.
Yeah.
The sword is real hungry.
So I
Right.
say we let Avril get eaten again, and before we do anything, so he can learn a lesson, maybe.
Okay. Do I give in to the sword or not? What would that be if it came down to a roll?
I'd say it'd be like a
Wisdom save.
That's what I was thinking.
I'd say a D20 with disadvantage, with 10 or higher, or 10 or lower. Your sword takes takes its will over you. I guess I don't know. Not in a sentient way, but like
Gets
if
me
you're-
gets me like, ready to go.
yeah.
That sounds bad. I'm
If
here
you
for it.
if you want to roll for it, you don't have to.
No, we can do that. Let's see, I'll just roll it D20. Oh,
Damn.
okay. Oh, cool. Yeah,
You just had to roll it.
of course, because there's a specific reason. The sword and dragons don't have a past. And this is a soul that would bring a lot of joy to my life. Let's just phrase it like that. I'm gonna, I just take off running, Braveheart style. I'm sprinting right toward the dragon, blade held at the ready.
Okay. Yeah. You go ahead and move your move.
So I would be like, I would definitely notice this. Be like,
I mean, yeah. If anybody's within reach and wants to try to grab me or something like that, that's their own thing. You can.
Oh, that's
I
the thing about
dashed
Avril.
to get away from that
He's
thing, so
for sure just in for the fight now. Like he's not like trying to stop you. He's just like, oh, I guess we're fighting this thing.
As I close the distance, I'm gonna swipe twice. Latch, like sending a
Okay.
blast from the sword.
Zeke,
22
what you doing?
will hit. That'll hit.
I just. I'm running forward.
17 will also hit.
God damn it!
I knew we were supposed to climb this thing.
No.
15 damage as I come in with everything I got.
Yeah, you see it open its large mouth and its full mouth of teeth start to come down towards Avril. Did you have any bonus action or anything you want to take? Zix?
It's like, ah!
Not that I can do from range, so nope.
All right. So thing to note here, it is attached to the ground still in this beanstalk. It's like kind of the head of it that's came down through the clouds, but it can still move the length of its body. So,
We're
which is a
chopping it
lot.
down.
Eat me, I'm used to it.
So Avril, you're getting the first one with a 23 to hit.
Oh,
Whoa, well,
look
shit.
at that plus.
Okay.
Oh my god, we're fucked.
Well, yeah, we're gonna die. That was fun.
Jesus Christ! Not a smart decision, huh?
That's fun.
The dice decided. Blame the dice.
You got anything for that, Avril?
No,
25.
I have
It's a red.
built a challenge, baby. Reaction. Let's see. Oh, I got telekinetic reprisal. Which
Okay.
is gonna do a whole lot of nothing. I get to hit him with some damage.
Okay.
If
Strength
we survive,
save.
we're probably gonna have to rest.
Got a 25 on the strength save.
Wow, maybe he saved or something like that. Who knows?
He's a
Um,
great guy.
he gets half damage still, so at least he gets 7.
Okay. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Avril.
Why though?
Because he's trying to swallow you, my guy. You climbed
Oh
on
no!
I fucking figured.
it.
How do you always get swallowed?
Always get swallowed.
The DC is 17 for that dex
Well,
save.
that's
So
Here we
not
go.
great. So can I do uh can I do a kinker recall on that? I don't think I can.
I don't think so. You can make him try to vomit you out, though.
I will be
Uh,
punching some fucking danglies in throats.
Oh no.
So it does have one more attack it can take.
The last thing I hear you guys hear is not a fucking again.
As you see Avril get swallowed up, Zix, the beast turns towards you, and it is
no.
going for a bite.
Yep.
Little does he know, it's the worst thing you can do to swallow Avril. He's a very angry food.
28 to hit.
There is absolutely nothing I can do against 28.
Okay. 27 damage.
Ah! That might make me suddenly rethinking my blood rage from a moment ago.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no. 'Cause
Wait, is that how much damage I took? The 28?
Oh yeah,
uh,
25 or yeah, 25.
Yeah, you
No, the
took
28.
25.
The 28 was to
Guard
hit
took
me,
20.
and 27 was the damage.
sorry, Avril.
Yeah.
I completely
Yes,
forgot I
plus
had
4.
this.
That's plus 14 to hit, and it does 5d8 plus something.
Plus 8.
So, wait, did I take any damage when I got swallowed?
You took 25.
Yeah.
25. Okay, the 25. Gotcha.
Can I use a reaction
Actually,
for Zeke's?
yeah,
I completely forgot I had this. Silvery barbs.
yeah. You can if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Please do.
So
I
this
completely forgot I got this now.
was this one for Avril, or whenever Avril got hit, or whenever Zix got hit?
No, give it to Zix.
Zix.
Avril will figure it out. Also, give advantage to Zix, because this is going to be
Mhm.
wrong.
Yeah,
Oh.
6.
So many problems. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It just had to be done.
So Zix, I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh crap! I
You
have
get
to-
advantage.
I will take it. 25.
Oh, shit, dude.
25
Silvery
save.
barbs.
So if you want to use that silvery barbs on Avril's getting swallowed,
Then
or
yes.
or do you want to do it on
That's
his
what the
Zix's
advantage
attack?
came from. That's what the advantage came from.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's because
okay.
she
So
used silvery barbs on the attack, giving
on
him
the
advantage
attack.
on the
Yeah.
save.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah, lets me re-roll, and then she can
Mhm.
hand out advantage to somebody else as part of the attack.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So if she would have used it on me, so technically she could have used it on me, so I could have redone, but it would be redoing their attack, allowing one of our compatriots to redo their saves.
Mhm.
That's how Silvery Barbs works.
Yeah.
It takes away their advantage and gives it to us.
Yeah. So basically, okay. So you're doing it on the attack.
Mhm.
I was gonna say if you wanted to. Oh yeah, never mind. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna roll
so she
the.
was doing it on the attack to give him advantage on the save.
Okay, and you're doing that on the attack that went towards Zix or towards.
Yeah, but
Avril?
he's gonna hit because he has to just get a 5 or higher with his bonus.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, I guess I could
And that's
shield,
what I was
but
saying. Avril, don't worry about Avril. This is not the first time he's been swallowed. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
this.
you roll another attack. It's pretty much just ceremonial, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's even if I use shield, that meets my AC.
Okay. So you're not swallowed. That's the good news.
Yay!
So we move down.
Sorry, guys. I wish I had thought of that sooner.
No, it's an interesting spell. It's hard to get used to. No problem.
It's also a new one because I've just used 2 new spells recently: the Speak with Animals, which was the no climb, and then the Silvery Barbs, which I'm like thought would come in handy, and apparently it did.
Extremely.
All right. Yeah, Avril, that's gonna bring us to your turn.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna use blindness.
Okay.
I'm casting it on him. He needs to use a con save. 14. It's very low. I don't know if he can fail.
It's not very smart.
Okay, con save, you said?
Yeah, I should post that.
$20.
Damn. Worth it. I mean, if it would have worked, that would have been awesome. Like, just randomly blind him from inside. He's just like, what the fuck? What can I do about that? I already swallowed him. Like, can't break my concentration. I'm already inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, here's the other thing. I got swallowed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that caused a saving throw. Is there another saving throw for me to unswallow?
Well, you have to do a certain amount of damage before he will regurgitate.
Okay. Because I have Indomitable. It lets me re-roll a saving throw, but I just forgot about that because I just got it.
Oh, okay. If you
I
want to,
I've already committed to being inside of this guy, so
Hey.
we're going to action surge.
okay.
All of this, is that what he said?
First, I'm gonna second wind.
I just got what you're saying.
I've been laughing on it with myself muted this whole time.
It's been a
Okay.
lot of that's what she said.
So,
Randy's, by the
now
way,
I'm
saying we
going
should have brought Dragon
to
Balls.
do a whole lot of
Just makes it
punching.
worse.
Yep.
14 points of healing, and what did you say you're gonna do, Avril?
So Warhammer comes out and it's gonna do some smacking.
Okay. The good news is AC is not that high, so that hits.
How high could it be when I'm inside its throat?
Yeah,
Like,
that also hits.
it's gotta be pretty low, and it's literally all I can hit.
Yeah. Okay, roll me some damage. 12.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump in yeah, we're gonna make one of those attacks into a Fist of Unbroken Air.
Okay.
And I'm going to pump every point into it.
Okay. So
that's 7 more D8, and it would be technically 20 plus 5 foot per D8. So 20 plus 7 is another 35 feet. So it would be 55 feet that I'm trying to push this portion of its neck.
Okay, so this is a strength saving throw first and foremost, right?
Yeah.
Somehow he got a 10.
I fucking succeeded, motherfucker!
So you punch, and how much damage does it do?
A lot. 30.
30. All right, that's good.
That was 30 plus the rest of everything else. So
So-
there's the 6, 30, and then the other, the 12 and the 13. So 36, 46, 56, 50, 61.
Gotcha. So, uh, as this thing had bit Zix and is coming back up, you just see its neck go to the side, and you see it like writhing in the air, and you hear this deep bellowing groan come up as it faces back down towards the ground and vomits Avril back onto the ground.
Oh, gnarly.
I just like land. I'm like, ah, eat me again, motherfucker!
No, don't have it eat you again.
I'll
So,
finish it from the inside.
Ugh.
Avril, you do land prone, but you are not no longer swallowed by this this guy. So
He's just kicking like his legs and shit, wheeling his arms. Bring it on!
okay. Do you have any bonus action you want to take, Avril? I guess you can take movement now.
I already did the bonus action. I'll stand back up.
Okay.
But bonus action was second wind.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So that's gonna bring us to Blackwell.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Blackwell?
Nah, he's getting there.
I heard that part. I calmly walk up to Zix and dimension door out.
Okay.
I've got the blade raised high, ready to swing.
Okay.
And then he's just not there anymore.
Do you want a dimension door continuing down the trail, or do you want to somewhere on this map?
Yeah, down the trail off the map.
Down the trail. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna put you guys over here for now. Be a little easier.
So as I appear,
I took away the competition. Now it's my kill.
Okay. Anything else from you, Blackwell, that you'd like to do?
No, the thing obviously doesn't want any trouble or anything. You're just antagonizing it, and it's just putting a hat on hat.
I was just eating. I had nothing
Alright.
to do with this. I'm just me.
Zix, you suddenly find yourself not next to this giant creature anymore. Is there anything you want to do?
Zix, just kind of in a moment of rage, he finishes the swing. Ah! What? Where?
You turn to see Blackwell. He kind of like pats you on the shoulder.
Do you know how strong that soul was?
But probably more than you could handle right now.
I think I'd handle a whole lot.
We'll see when we get to something that deserves it.
Being kind of out of sight of the dragon, I think it'd be easier for me to shrug off the impulse. So I'd be back
For
under
sure.
control.
Okay. Yeah, if there's any kind of thing you want to do, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there with Blackwell. Kind of do the whole pace around a little bit, get the adrenaline out, let it fade, and just stay where I'm at.
Una, that's gonna move us to you.
Alright. Una's gonna look at Breck and go, we need to get his ass away from there, so please trust me when I say we're running. And Una's gonna polymorph Brecken into a giant eagle.
Okay. All right.
Let me mark this off so I don't forget. Yeah, now I can do 3 level 4 spells. All right. Una's gonna jump onto Brecken's back and go, grab Avril, we're leaving!
Okay.
And Brecken's hopefully gonna go for it.
Yeah, she
Also-
swoops down and grabs him.
Also, because I have speak with animals, would I be able to understand anything Brecken says now? Because it's active for all
Avril
animals for the 10 minutes.
For sure, hands on hips, laughing maniacally. Ha ha ha! Nah, you thought you could eat me? Nah, you never ate me. Avril will never be eaten again. I always punch my way out of throat. Ha! Wait, where are we going? We're going
Away
to
from
defeat
here,
the head.
Avril!
No, we defeat the head. We're
No.
almost there.
No,
We will beat it. Oh,
no,
come on.
no,
Oh, please.
no! Don't be
on.
bullying Nietzsche on us!
We will just fight him, and
Nope.
then we will win.
No!
That's how it works.
Ugh.
So I'm gonna say no, Una, because I think
Mhm.
she would still communicate in her language.
Okay.
But yeah.
I figured I'd ask because I know
Yeah.
some GMs will play it differently. If like you get turned into an animal, you speak that animal's language. So
Yeah, I'd look at it more like most animals would speak common unless it was
Mhm.
a person and they
okay,
would speak their language. But yeah.
all right, that's fine. I will work with that. But anyways, yeah, Brecken will
I
swoop
see
up
it.
and grab Avril, and then the three of us will fly down to where Blackwell and Zeeks are.
How I see it as a DM is that every language would understand animal speak in their own language.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you earned a drow that figured out how to talk to bears, he'd understand how to talk to bears in drow, not in common or any other language.
Yeah. I don't
So,
know.
We'll figure another way
kinda-
to communicate with Brecken. It doesn't have to be this one.
We will have tongues and everything soon. Like, we can find scrolls too.
That's true.
There may be a possible way to fix it. I forgot to level up Brecken prior to session. She was supposed to be the same level as me.
You also may be able to learn the language that she speaks.
Yes!
But
See that?
you guys do move. How far can she move on her turn with the dash?
She can move 80 feet regular, so 160 feet.
That's
If she's
plenty. He
dashing.
can only move 50 feet, so he is. You guys are gone. You guys are able to
Ah,
escape
that's right.
the clutches.
Fear me.
of the-
Release me! Fear me!
No.
Release me!
No. Avril, remember when you told me about how killing goblins was bad?
Well, yes, they're puny and defenseless.
Yeah, that's just a giant defenseless vine thing.
He swallowed me in one bite.
Because he
He's
said
very
do not
not
claim,
defenseless.
and you kept claiming.
He's very not defenseless. He very
And-
much so should be beaten.
What the fuck was that?
Perfect foe.
Everybody climb on. We're flying the rest of the way.
Back to the villain.
Ugh. At least for an hour.
We will defeat him, and it will be glorious.
No.
It must be the person that is holding all the sway in this area. Giant dragon snake. Keeping all of the people here down. We must defeat it for their salvation.
Okay.
Just-
So you
Just a guess.
guys went down this path. I put you on the wrong.
We on the wrong side of that?
Okay. I put you going down the wrong path. There you go. So you guys continue down here. After traveling for a bit, you guys come across this.
Ooh.
Ha! Conquest.
There we go.
I cannot believe this badger has been surviving the whole time.
Really want to box with that thing.
That soul would have been delicious.
I mean, like, I feel like we had him.
I think so.
Yes, a
Okay.
giant
Like, you
viny
did not
bee
see it
swarm
coming.
where Una does a fireball could definitely take care of that.
I did like 60 damage in one turn. I
I mean,
feel like we fucking had that thing.
I could have done the smites and the what have yous and multi
Yeah, I
attacks.
was gonna say, like, you still had the rest of your kit. Like, you hit him regular. Like, you didn't have to hit him regular. You could hit him for real, for real.
Well, I was at a range, so I had to use my Eldritch Blast. I had to get close to do all the
I
other
guess
stuff.
sometimes you have to hit him regular.
So, guys, I think it is 10 o'clock here, so it's like 8 o'clock for you guys. I
Yep.
think I'm going to go ahead and call it right there, and we'll pick it up at this location
Perfect.
next week.
So we
Perfect
wrap
stuff.
this up. Pivot 180. Go kill this snake.
No, we're getting distracted. We need to go find the twins, and if we're gonna meet a dragon, let's try to meet the. Let's go to Tarkir. I
If we're
showed
gonna
you the
meet a
journal.
dragon,
I showed you the
right?
journal. There's tons of dragons on Tarkir.
Yeah, I know, but like we kill one. Wait, was
Well,
that going to be like a good thing or a bad thing?
There's some dragons that definitely earned it, but there's so many that I don't think they'd miss one or two.
Yeah, perfect. Then we'll just well, then we killed one. He was a dick. We'll just say he was a dick because who knows?
Right, we'll
It's
we'll
George
just
from
find.
accounting. Who
I mean,
fucking
you
cares
have
about that guy? Like,
you have like moral, issues and what have you. We'll just find one that's eaten a human recently, and we'll kill that one.
this guy literally tried to eat us. Let's kill
That's
him.
what I'm saying. We were already justified.
He did
No.
eat me. He actively ate me. No, fuck this guy.
He said no climb. Zix attacked. We
No,
provoked
but
it.
he didn't fucking lead with no climb. He led with eat you and then followed with no climb.
No, Una asked him, and he said no climb. Una told you,
He was
and
already
then
in the process of eating me though.
he
No, I think he
snapped
just
at
shook
you. He was
you off.
defending himself.
Oh well, he shook me off into an eating motion. That seems like pretty relevant. Like that was the first thing he did. Like no matter what you say, the first thing he did was eat. So like,
And you
I
climbed
kinda
in
wanna
without
kill his
permission.
ass. Like for me, it seems like a really strong factor to want to murder someone. And
That's fair.
he led with eat me.